people up in this joint.
Oh, okay.
What?
No, I didn't know you were going live down. I thought we were waiting for you. I was not paying attention.
Oh, you didn't hear what I said?
I was reading something off to the side.
I said, all right, let's go live and get some people up in this joint. Let's see.
Any of y'all go see 28 Weeks Later?
Not yet, but I'm definitely seeing it this week.
Yeah, I'm gonna go this week too.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna try to get in there.
Like I said, I love the 28 franchise, so it's like I'm excited.
No, this one's years, right? 28 years, but not weeks.
Yeah, this one. I knew what you meant. I knew exactly what you meant.
I did. I thought you really meant 28 weeks later.
Yep.
That's what you was on.
No, I just watched 28 Weeks Later. That's why.
Yeah, because they got, you know how they do it, like how they was doing with Final Destiny. Like I said, Final Destination. I think they had all of them on Max, and I think right now yeah, and then wherever you watch 28 Weeks, I'm pretty sure they had everybody. What'd you say, Bacardi?
Oh, he was frozen for us then.
Cause you burning my ears up, bro.
Really? I thought I went down as low as possible.
You can hear me? Y'all can hear me?
I can hear you.
I turned mine down. I thought
I hear your
was part of the
fan. I hear
problem.
everything going on in your house.
I thought I was part of the problem with that, so that's why I was like, "Oh yeah, you good."
Hold on, let me try something real quick.
Because I also, when Doug popped in, he was super loud.
All right, what about now?
I don't hear your fan anymore.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I don't hear your fan anymore either.
Yeah.
Am I still loud though?
No more. But you still got like your pitch is pretty high. Your pitch is.
All right, what about?
High. You can just bring
what about now?
Not just a little bit.
What about my audio is already down to 50.
To bring the actual down to 50, man.
I mean, maybe it ain't me. Maybe it's me.
All right.
Maybe I'm the only one then. He ain't loud. Everybody.
I'm down to 20.
Are we all in the same color? What the fuck is we wearing, bro? Like,
I'm down to 25 now. Wait, hold on. Let's keep this.
The internet acting weird too.
Can we focus on this real quick? Y'all keep remember that weird.
Weird as a bitch too, though. So
can y'all hear me?
But that's the thing. Bacardi's internet is messing up. So that's he's delaying everybody. His everything he's getting.
I know we need to focus. So I can figure this out.
But that's the thing. Why he can't focus? Everything he's getting in and out is delayed. So he's talking about stuff that happened 5 minutes ago because it's delayed.
Well, right now while he's gone, how do I sound?
You sound good to me.
Yeah, you sound. I guess I turned mine down too. So like, I don't know if Bacardi's is also loud.
I mean, I'm here now. I mean, you still sound. I mean, you fine. You just you don't sound as clear as everybody else do. You just have a lot of volume to your voice to me. But it might just be my volume in my ears. So that's what I'm saying. Like that might just be. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Y'all can still hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, Bacardi.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, man, Bacardi, you got a crazy delay.
That's what I was saying. That delay is
insane.
I don't even know if he heard anything. Like,
he did it. The way he looked up and around. It's the heat, man. The heat fucking with everything.
Bro, this heat is ridiculous.
Bro.
Well, you know it's crazy. You know, I watched The Shy. I know you watched The Shy, Deuces.
Mm-hmm.
But this episode of The Shy was the hottest episode. Everybody power went out.
That's why I was just telling somebody. I was like, man, Dig's going through. Dig, look at the episode of The Shy.
Definitely going through the episode of The
Bro,
Shy.
I was so disgusted. It was
Yo, can you hear me?
Yo,
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yep.
Can y'all hear me?
Welcome to Arizona,
Yes,
fellas.
I don't like
Yeah, 104.
You see
Don't you enjoy it?
I'm
See how
sorry,
I'm still
Martin.
delayed?
I really need when you go to Arizona.
Can you hear us like right as we're talking? Let's see when you answer.
Yeah.
No, we
I
talking
hear
about
you.
McCartney. He might be delayed. Ooh.
Oh, you ultra lagging.
Okay. So then we should be fine.
All right, hold on. Let's try it this way.
Like I see,
Bacardi,
I
you
see
good?
how my
Hold on. Let's try it this way. Bacardi, you good?
yeah.
Okay. Hey, all right. So it's not that big of a delay.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a delay.
Oh, I don't know. He said yeah twice, and that second yeah came kind
You
of
said it
late.
twice.
Hey,
Okay.
man,
Everybody
he's
stop.
just saying yeah now.
You
Just-
said what?
What's going on, Bo?
Bacardi, are you good?
Yeah.
I told you. I told you.
Crazy delay.
I told you. I told you. You happen
That
to
north
say it
side
twice.
delay. That's what that is.
You happened to say it twice, and that's why I was like, "Wait, hold up." That might be the right one.
That's crazy.
Crazy delay.
I've been on the other side of that delay. It's not fun.
My nigga Bacardi out here being on the street reporter, like.
Damn, that nigga
Shit.
Hook your TVs. Maybe that'll help. Like other electronics that run on your Wi-Fi.
Dang.
He'll probably hear that in like 30 seconds.
Shit,
Right.
bananas.
Oh, Phil.
He's still hearing Deuce's joke.
Oh, while we wait for him to get that fixed, y'all see KD got traded.
I did.
Yep, to the
crazy.
Rockets, man.
Hey,
Nigga, journeyman.
that trade package don't seem like it was worth it
Bro, he
Okay.
got
For who?
rocks and
for Phoenix.
But why? Because like Jalen Green is pretty good.
So also, bitch, I mean, you know, bro, you hear how they've been talking about KD. KD stock is down, bro.
Like,
No, but it's still KD, fam. Like
it's
5
definitely
seconds
KD.
is crazy.
So here's my hot take. And I've been saying this for the past since KD left the Warriors. KD is not a key factor into winning a championship. He not no more. Ever since he left Golden State, that has been done. KD is not going to win another championship no matter where he went.
His one chance was 2021, but he couldn't keep his toe off the line.
right.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, KD is not a key factor. So actually, I get what you're saying. He KD, but he damn near, like I said, he Barkley, he Carmelo now. Like he's not gonna get you
I
there
think
no
people
more.
fail to separate the Hall of Famer status from the current production value. So, like, yeah, you can be like even LeBron James is, and I'm a LeBron James fan, but even there when your weaknesses are so glaring that people can capitalize on it and you can't adjust, that just takes away from the allure of having you. So it really doesn't matter if you can score 40, 50. Nigga, if you defensively are a liability, if you aren't a team leader, if you aren't, you know what I mean? If there's so many things that are starting to poke out where it's like, man, we can't fit another guy in to just fix that, bro, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. You just passed your prime.
I watched a lot of Phoenix games last year where KD did not play and where he did play. And let me tell you that team was
It's a drastic difference.
markedly worse when he did not.
So here's the thing. I'm not saying
Completely
that
agree.
I'm not
But you know,
saying
it
that
makes it harder for things to come to
yeah.
align to be a champion when you like the thing that made LeBron and Jordan so great was the fact that they could take anybody with them, no matter how the team got traded, coaches, whatever. They were going at least to the playoffs. The thing about KD is like, bro, you had a gravy ride. You played with so many Hall of Famers, so many great players, and then at the end of your I ain't gonna say at the end of your career. At this phase of your career, you become so productive when it comes to the team.
Right.
Look, that's the difference. Oh, I can't even get us over the hump by encouraging y'all. So it doesn't matter. Like, who cares? Like I said, he could drop 60. Y'all still gonna be ass.
Yeah, the way I put it, it's kind of like when Melo on the Knicks. I mean, Melo was still Melo was mellow still during the Knicks tape and everything like that. But it was like you not winning a championship with Melo at that time. In that era where he was at in his career. Where KD is at his career, he gonna score. He gonna get you. He gonna do his thing. But I think his lack of leadership, it helps. It doesn't add any value to a team. And so because of that, like I said, it's just like you got one hell of a player in KD. But other than that, like KD is not the piece anymore. At least in my eyes, he's not the piece anymore. So when I think about what Phoenix got, they like, look, we still trying to build. We are all in on Devin Booker, and we need to build around him. Now, granted, they just got a whole bunch of shooting guards, and so it was like it wasn't a key to make them competitive immediately right now. But they got weapons to trade. I feel like everybody that got traded in this trade like two of them are not staying. Like they're about to offload and kind of rebuild again around Booker.
Right. And once Bradley Beal finally get off his thing and let that trade clause go, or
man, that's really what's hindering them.
It has been really,
yeah. All right, well, y'all ready to get into some geek shit?
Let's do it.
Are you not on the delay anymore?
Bacardi watching Black Dynamite, man. He just Bacardi is off. Checking his stocks right now.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we don't know how your delay is, but we're gonna run with it, right?
Everything
for real. He cannot.
Like everything
not catch a break.
Everything is just completely out of place. Like everything is off sync. Y'all keep glitching out in and out.
We keep glitching out.
That's what like I said. I've been on the other side of that. That's how it looks from the other end. That everybody else starts glitching. Everybody else stuff looks like it's delayed, and you really be like, "Damn, all y'all internet fucking up, huh?" Until somebody be like, "No, fam,
nigga,
no."
You use the lagging,
right?
Use the lagging nigga in the party.
Yeah. All right, well, Diggs, give me a digital countdown.
Yep. All right, on 3, 1, 2, 3.
All right. Welcome back to the Geekset podcast, only podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces. With me, I got my man Delayed Bacardi in the building.
Bro, y'all got it. I'm about to back right back out of this. Y'all got it. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know how long you was gonna get.
That was kind of quick. That wasn't that bad of a lag.
That wasn't.
All right, we got Diggs in the building.
What is happening, people? What is happening, people?
We got Trip in the building.
What's going on, everybody? Bacardi Sensei.
Bacardi is terrible.
Bacardi Sensei is crazy.
Oh, no. Oh.
And then we got King in the shot.
Yeah. What it do, everybody? What it do, man?
I ain't heard somebody get
welcome to the pod, man. That's crazy.
Oh man,
I like that.
Hey, I don't know if you got to pull up the comments. Apparently, they show in the corner who turned on the show comments on stage.
Oh, I didn't know it was working. I didn't know how it was gonna work, so I didn't want to do it in case it looked dumb. But it looks fine. Okay,
Look,
I like it.
It ain't that bad.
As long as it might. I don't know.
It might. That's why I say I'm a toggle back and forth in regards to it. But man, listen, I don't know where y'all at. But in Wisconsin, it is 91 right now, and so we are dealing with a crazy ass heat wave.
It's
94 now.
It feels like 104.
When I checked the Weather Channel app before I came to the studio to the shop, it was 10. Feels like 104.
Yeah,
the air temperature might be 90 something.
I think the air temperature is like 94, 95, but it's pretty much hot, like 3/4 of the country.
96 and 96 in St. Louis.
It's supposed to be really humid all throughout the Midwest and the South for like the next week or two. So I really pray for y'all, man. Honestly, like everybody down in the South, bro, we just gotta drink this water and stay cool.
Yep.
Man, it's not 90 up near Boston. Yeah, it's a heat wave everywhere.
Jeez. Shout out to Boston. I got people out there.
Boston.
So Dinge, like I said, Dinge had to deal with
Nigga, they trying to take you out, bro.
That was the worst, bro. That had to be the worst.
Bro, it was so terrible. Like I did a podcast yesterday. Shout out to the people at Amateur Otaku. We had finished, and I was just telling people like, "Oh, I'm about to game. You know, I'll be back on at like 7:00." 10 minutes after that, I sat down. It flickered and then it went out, and I was like, "Oh, I know it's not out like for good." So then We Energies, they ain't had nothing for me. Then like I was like, well, I can go get dinner. I went over to Stroke Crib for a little bit. I was like, by the time I'm ready to come home, it should be back. Because by then it was starting to say like it'll be up by like 7:30. Bro, that shit went to 9:30. Then it went to 11:30. Then it just said we reassessing. I was like, bro, what does that even mean?
That means we ain't got shit for you.
I mean, stop calling us.
Like, bro, we ain't got shit.
Leave us alone. It's too hot for us too.
We trying to figure it out.
It was just so bad, and like obviously they say that the stuff that's in your fridge, you good for 4 hours. Your freezer, you good for like a day or two. So like I wasn't worried about that. But like all the stuff that was in my fridge, I had to throw that out. Just clean it out. I was doing laundry. The milk and how hot it was, the mildew set in immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, that's trash.
Because like
water.
Yeah, it was like if it was a cooler day, you just leave the doors open, you might be fine. You probably shouldn't risk it still, but you might be fine. But no, with it being how hot it was, that shit set in immediately. I'm doing laundry again. It felt like my entire Saturday meant nothing.
Damn, bro. Yeah, hey man, I ain't gonna jack to you, bro. We had that issue last year when they had that big rainstorm, and like all the limbs fell. Our power was out for like 96 hours. 96 so it was bad, bro. Like it was bad. Like we had to go to a hotel. It was bad. But like
that was the thing. Like luckily my parents, nothing happened about Eric because I was like, well, if they out, hotel.
Right.
Yeah. So it was your whole building or was it like your neighborhood?
Bro, the entire complex, the Pick and Save over here I saw them. I saw them that in Exodus. Starbucks was shut down. It was like everything. It was like everything from like I think that's Bender down closer to Bayshore up to Green Tree was just out. Even the light right there was out.
It's probably just too hot yesterday.
Yeah,
I think so. I think it was just so many people had their AC on. They probably wasn't prepped for that.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Grid got overran. That's probably what's wrong with Bacardi Internet too, though.
Could be
old ass lines, man. When it get hot like this, I used to do cable, and I used to be the one thing, bro. I ain't gonna jack to you. Like summertime, that was easy money. Like I felt like I was stealing money because we would park it, and you run your tests.
Yeah,
every test is coming back low. Like it don't matter because this is from the tap. There's nothing that I can do about that. Like y'all got to call a lineman out to come and run a new line or maintenance it. Bro, I'm just sitting here just playing on my phone, waiting the 15 minutes, go tell the person, hey, somebody else will come out and talk to you. All right, and then be gone. Like easiest money ever, but it's terrible for the customer.
Yeah.
I don't care.
So because I didn't do cable, but I did door to door switching people over for AT&T. and so huh?
You was that nigga.
You are lying to the people.
But here's the thing. I was not. So here's where I won, and because it was commission. It was of course it was one of those ones where you do so good now you get a team and then you got 3 people. Like it was one of them type of jobs, right? However,
definitely a pyramid scheme.
Exactly. So wait, before I get in there, you know what? During that time when I was looking for a job, this is what I realized. If you ever go to a job interview and they got you in the back room and then you hear like them hyping up like it's a basketball game, like ringing the bell and everything like that, leave the interview because that is going to be a legal pyramid scheme. I learned that during that time. Right?
That's fucked up though, because that's also just regular sales.
No, because regular sales they do it before it opens.
Oh, you mean like there's customers there? You can hear it.
Yeah.
Oh no, y'all crazy. Like, so they will wait.
Yeah. So I got into this gig right now. At the time, there was a small company that AT&T bought called Sage, right? And Sage was pretty much the Obama plan, right? It's pretty much you can get a regular landline phone for $9.99 and $9.99 a month, right? So either way it goes, that counted as a sale on the AT&T, like what's today, right? I was like, forget that. I'm only exclusively selling that. Now, listen, if you need like DirecTV or internet, you got to go AT&T, right? So what I would do is, because they would give us territory, I would go to the hood, right? Because everybody wanted to avoid the hood. I'm like, nope. I go to the hood, and then me and my team will walk in, and I said, all you need to do is find one person and tell them, hey, I'm lowering phone bills to $9.99 a month. And watch what works. So the reason why my sales is always out the roof, because I would find that one person. Let's say I find Trip, and I tell Trip, I'm lowering phones at $9.99 a month. First thing somebody in the room gonna tell you, they're gonna be like, bullshit. And then when I do it, then I'm like, all right, now call everybody you know. So now they calling everybody on the block. Yo, come down here, AT&T. Bro, I'll be at one house. I be getting fed. They be like, I'm just changing phone bills. I'm racking it up, bro. Bro, it used to be the sweetest shit ever. We would run through a block in the hood. We be done by like noon. And I'd be like, all right, what y'all want to do? Y'all want to get more sales, or y'all want to call it a day? Because we didn't hit our quota.
That nigga was out here selling burnouts before burnouts was even a thing. First of all, I'm sure all them niggas was geeked as hell for that $10 bill until they tried to drive to Waukesha and their phone didn't work.
No, it was landline. It was landlines.
Oh yeah, this is crazy.
That told you how long. That told you how long ago this was.
Immediately.
I ain't gonna hold you. When you were saying like, yeah, you know, it's landline, so I was gonna send on. I ain't never bought a landline line. So I was like, damn, is that low? Is that high? I didn't know what. I didn't know.
Dude, show your age, dude. Make us feel old. I'm paying for a landline right now.
That's right now.
That's crazy because I didn't know what I would need a landline for.
Bam. Still paying for them right now.
That makes sense because they got a business.
Yeah.
That's a business landline.
You got a landline at home too.
Oh, you
see now that I do. When I first moved out, I got a landline, and I think I was paying like $39.99 a month because it was a whole bundle package. But like the phone portion of it was $39.99. At some point, I was like, why do I need this?
I only ever inherited landlines.
Dog. When Spectrum tried to ask me if I wanted to add the landline to my plan, I looked at them like, bro, if you don't get out my face.
If you don't move around.
Hey man, they forced it on me. That's where I got it at home because they was like, all right, your Wi-Fi was gonna be like my Wi-Fi was gonna be like $150 without it. Yeah. And if I had it, it would be $100. Give it to me. Like we don't use it. I don't even know the number, but it's there. You know what I'm saying? If we need to,
we need to call the house. Don't
right? Because what happens is took my daughter's phone. And she was at home, you know, just playing crazy. Like, I got a Ring camera. You could talk to the Ring camera. Acting like she wouldn't hear me. Got an attitude. No problem. I can call the phone. You pick this phone up, fam. Like, then there ain't no excuse. So, but that was the whole point of having the landline phone. It's like to really separate from the technology. And when you do, you still need to be able to reach the crib. So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, but everybody got a cell phone.
But he was just saying, in his situation, he was just talking about how he had to take.
It was what I take the phones away. You know what I'm saying? Like, when my kids are there by themselves, or teenagers are there, then I can still reach them. It's not like, you know what I mean? Because that's the thing about cell phones. It does make you reachable anywhere until you no longer have it, and now you're not reachable anywhere because you're so dependent on it.
Right.
Well, so I think the difference with mine is that because with multiple kids, I'm like, all right, if I take a Zarius, I'm just hitting Trevion. Hey, what your sister doing? Let me know about your sister. Vice versa, if we take Trevion, Zarya. Now the issue though is just like, I don't know if you're dealing with this game as with preteens or anything like that with your daughters and everything, but Zarya is the worst at texting and answering text messages and everything like that.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I sent her multiple text messages. I'm like,
I know you're not talking.
Who, me?
You ain't great with answering either.
It's a hereditary.
They had to learn it from somebody.
It's a talk behavior.
Look.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna jack. I'm very attentive because I'm a barber, so I generally get back to people when I can, unless it's a work request. If it's like a hair appointment, I save that to the end of the day because I don't like speaking too fast and then double booking people. That's just how my brain works. Because I'll just, hell yeah, you did, you know what I'm saying, real quick, But when it comes to my kids, bro, my daughter, this bum had her phone on Do Not Disturb for weeks, bro. And she would do it when we weren't there. So it would be like, you at home with the, chilling with your brothers and your sisters, and she would purposely put her phone on Do Not Disturb. And I'd be like, dog, you know what? At the end of the day, when I took the phone, like that was the first thing I checked, and she would just be like, I needed my sleep. I needed my sleep. I'm like, nigga, are you serious? Like, so anywho, yes, bro. To answer your question, my girls are the worst. Worst, bro. Like I could call my youngest daughter, right? And she's so shiesty. She'll be like, well, she won't pick up. And then she'll call back minutes later or whatever and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I was on the phone. What? Like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, you being on the phone does not, you know what I'm saying? Like, that does not compute with me. Like, we pay the bill. How you gonna not pick up for the people paying the bill?
Right. Like, you don't pick up the damn phone. Right. Oh man, but like, yeah, and it's funny because, like I said, the Do Not Disturb, like you can set a schedule. I got a schedule. My Do Not Disturb go on at 8 p.m. and then turn back on at 8 a.m. That is my schedule. My Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, mine goes from 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. No, 6:30. Then it goes back on when I start work at 7:30. So you got an hour to catch me in the morning. Otherwise, I might not get back to you till like 5.
Same. Basically,
yeah. All right, well, so I want to talk Juneteenth real quick because we had an event at Milwaukee's Juneteenth, and
we had a time.
We had a time, and I want to say, my heart, like if this was like The Sims, and it was like we had to see like everything getting filled to enjoyment and excitement. Bro, Juneteenth filled my heart with so much love, like. I don't know about y'all, but like there was multiple times that I just stood there and just watching us, our black folks out there, the kids, the grown-ups, just good food, good music, conversation, dancing, having fun. And I was just really, really just filled with joy and happiness seeing all this black excellence on Juneteenth. I don't know if y'all had that same experience, but for me, it was really a great time of just being there.
Yeah, it was dope seeing, like, for me, it's been a while since I've been to Juneteenth. So just being there and experiencing it and seeing how things have kind of evolved, so to speak. And then seeing the new generation kind of enjoy Juneteenth and what it represents, and everybody coming together peacefully. I think it was just a beautiful melting pot.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. It the day felt like joy, just seeing throughout everybody just doing their stuff throughout the day, like watching people play basketball. It was some horrendous shots being thrown up, but they was having a good time doing it. Just watching the kids go down that what was it called, like the cliffhanger and stuff like that, and just even being out. It looked. Oh yeah, you got on that. How was it?
It was an experience. It was cool. What up, Swiper? It was cool. Like until you got up to the incline when it was like damn near at a 90-degree angle. Mm-hmm. That shit was a little scary to look down at because my hat fell off and I was like, I feel like I was gonna fall back trying to get my hat.
Oh dang!
But other than that,
it looked fun. And then just being out in the crowd. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say we're not gonna act like Swiping upload a new profile picture trying to show off the vibe.
Oh yeah.
Swipe trying to let them know, like, hey, I'm out of here.
The summertime do.
What were you about to say, Mitch?
Oh yeah, no, I was just gonna say, then especially like being out in the crowd, like when I was getting my lemonades and stuff, looking out just straight down MLK and seeing how many people it was out there. It was great. It was hot as a bitch, but it was great.
Yeah. Kane, what about you, man? How was your Juneteenth?
Man, Juneteenth, y'all know Juneteenth was fire, man. We had a good time. Like, I ain't gonna jack to y'all. The first thing the conversation was at the shop, right? And I think my clients be knowing this, and they can't wait to get here to talk to me about it. There was no ruckus, bro. Damn near that whole day.
Peaceful.
It was so peaceful.
I'm so proud of us.
I didn't hear police sirens. Like, and I ain't talking about just Juneteenth, the celebration. I'm talking about even after, like when it rained and then it went, everybody started going to Summerfest. It was nice, bro, the entire day. Like my ride home that night, I didn't see car accidents. I didn't see police sirens. I didn't hear no shootings. It was so smooth. So my first thing I gotta say is, man, applause to the city, bro, for just chilling. You know what I mean? Like relaxing for a day and enjoying Juneteenth. But then to really go with what Didge was saying, when you got a chance to step out there, man, like, and I think that is the one thing about Milwaukee's Juneteenth over the rest of the country. Our Juneteenth is like the largest. Our Juneteenth is one of the only ones celebrated on Juneteenth because most people do it the weekend before. Yeah, and longest running celebration or festival, however you want to call it. So when I look out there, man, and be seeing so many people of the city congregating, chilling, having a great time, hugging, loving. Like I've seen people Brian seen since high school. I met this one girl who in high school, like, you know, we called each other brother or sister. You know what I'm saying? We was heavy Bucks fans, all that stuff. Like we still talk over Facebook. Shout out Camille. And I met her mom, and it was like the weirdest thing because we kicked it all through high school, and I never met your mom. Now that we 40, you know what I'm saying? I meet your mom, and I turn instantly into a kid. Yes, ma'am. How you doing? Pleasure to meet you. You know what I mean? Like, and it just was a great feeling because it felt good. It felt, you know, reminiscent of when I was a kid walking through 3rd Street, and you know your mom sees some coworkers or, you know, your people just that you ain't seen in a while. You get a chance to really embrace them and show them some love. So that was my Juneteenth. My Juneteenth was perfect.
It was dope. Also, I was gonna say real quick, just that it was dope. Also, that the rain held off right until the end. It felt like God was like, "All right, hey, go home now." Go home.
There you go.
Bacardi, how was your Juneteenth, man?
I mean, I thought it was good for the first time being on behind the scenes, and seeing it from the beginning to the end or whatever. It was great. I think I'm not gonna take up too much of your time since my shit fucking up. So I'm probably gonna.
No, it's not. You see a fist bump?
You see a fist bump? No, I didn't see a fist bump. All I saw was niggas chuck. All I saw was niggas chuckling. So I thought like, well, maybe they was laughing because I did the fist bump. Oh, I didn't see the fist bump. I'm like, nigga, I'm irritated as a bitch right now. So I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, I thought it was great being behind. Like I said, I've never actually been there from beginning to end. Or even been there for the parade. I told you, like I've always been there after the parade time and just kind of being there for the vendors. So just to be there from the beginning to the end and kind of see how much is put in for the day in general was like great to see, and just to seeing all of us all together in a space, really just like I said, just doing our walk and just seeing so many people getting ready and so many people talking to each other and people just out there early, like you said, like what King said, Nobody got problems. Everybody is happy to be there. It was perfect weather, you know what I'm saying, for the day. Yes. I think we was blessed greatly for that. And I mean, like I said, even having the rain that little bit toward the end, I'm like, y'all need to go home and change because y'all stink. So go to somewhere else after y'all go home. You know what I'm saying? Like that little rain to break shit up a little bit. I thought it was dope. You know what I'm saying? I hated that I was Roshi and I didn't get nobody to really see it. I really wanted a moment. What I'm gonna end up doing if it be something that we do a part of Juneteenth from now on, y'all definitely go see an anime nigga in the crowd every Juneteenth going forward.
Oh yeah,
like in some kind of picture. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm really salty that I really didn't put the beard on and just get in the streets versus somebody to be like, bro, I need a picture. You know what I'm saying? Right. Just to be in the Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just to be in the Juneteenth moment. So.
I think though with your situation too, bro, you was doing a lot with the hats, with the connecting with people. So it kind of kept drawing you back to the booth.
Yeah, like I said, the only thing I definitely hope, you know, if we do it again, that we do get on the street, that we be right in there in the middle with everybody and be able to mingle a lot more and be in, you know, be in that space, because I think that we definitely fit it there. We, you know, what I'm saying, like never be doing it ever, like we definitely fit it there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like something we definitely should be looking forward to be doing every year for something in Milwaukee.
Oh, I agree. I think the kids related to it more than people thought. You know what I'm saying? Because even the adults, the workers, like the police officers, like everybody who walked past, you could see it drew attention to it. They immediately was like, hold on, what y'all talking about? You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking? And it was like, as soon as you got to telling them, everybody was like, oh, I can relate. immediately.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
Well, like I said, we kept the ongoing joke that we had throughout the whole day was that this is a BET movie because, like I said, there was just so many moments. Like, at the beginning when we started,
The setup,
like I said,
the setup is what made the setup was like the setup was like the first episode, and then by the time we all realized what we was doing there, that was the second episode. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny because we started calling out tropes.
First episode,
right?
Yeah, the cliffhanger at the end of the first episode was like Ogre walking like, did he talk to y'all yet about what y'all doing here? And that was the episode.
Oh my god!
Really come in and do
this nigga the internet changed. Soon as she walked up and gave us the rundown, it was like, oh, y'all ain't getting the normal ones. Y'all getting rough decks. We was like it was like the fact we needed that music. Yeah.
I didn't see that many teams. Yeah, I didn't see that many teams, but that was a wild number to throw at a nigga's face.
Bro, it was a lot of fucking teams.
3 to 500.
A lot of them couldn't make it into the actual team zone.
It was.
Yeah, I think that's.
It was that, and then them telling us, or finding out what, like, who was finally like the booth beside us. And then like saying like it was the St. Charles one, like her saying like it's knuckleheads. Then like St. Charles is like the behavior, like the behavior helpful thing. So it was just like, bro, who are they busting in?
But here's the thing: it was so many teams. Because like when you look back at the court and look at that street in front of the court, all the teams was posted. Because even when we was leaving at the end, we had to walk through YN Central. Like it was just like it was just nothing but teenagers in that area, in that team zone. And like I said, I applaud them for not causing any ruckus. You know what I'm saying? Even the interactions, like I said, we was having like when they was coming up asking us about what we was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like it was really dope. And then like I said, the BET moments, like I said, seeing the teams, like I said, seeing them racing barefoot. You know what I'm saying? Seeing the white cop drop back. Yeah, the white cop drop back for the football.
Yeah, I feel like where we was at was like you said, was like all the tropes that could possibly be possible in the Juneteenth black. Like you'll say, like if a nigga was catching B-roll for a Juneteenth black movie, they would have to been in our area. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Like I said, we had a DJ over there. Myron was doing. Shout out to Myron. Myron was doing the MCing. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, just
I got the hooping and shit.
Just like I said, just like a black movie. Like, all right, let me get about this, show y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
let me get the ball, little man. Let me get the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all running one? Y'all about to run one?
I thought for sure Kane was gonna get out there. I ain't gonna hold you. Out of everybody in the crew, I was like, Kane gonna get out here.
I don't New Jays. If I had an old pair of shoes, I definitely would have got out there. The whole time you can see my arms. I was just like, but I can't.
The form is just coming out naturally and shit. He had to break out.
I mean, he got it to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? He disrespected niggas on the court. Like I'm like, what would you say to old boy? Like, I'm surprised that motherfucker did an air ball or some shit.
So,
but that's somebody Kane knew though. So that's why that was dope.
All right. So this is the thing about that, right? Mike Taylor played in the NBA. Mike Taylor played for the Clippers, right? He also plays for the Big Three right now. Like he's I forget what team it is, like the purple and black team. But anywho, dude is cold, right? But me and Mike have had a relationship since we was teenagers. So when I saw him, like when I pointed him out at that moment at that game, he had did a move, turned around, and tossed up an air ball. But I could tell he was just bullshitting with the kids. But we come from public school. I gotta rib you for that. I can't just let that go. I have to bring that up.
Because you could hit the rim at least. You know what I'm saying?
You could at least hit the backboard. You could hit the rim some. But either way, and they won. It did not matter. That had to get talked about. And yeah, fuck man, listen, if I had shoes, bro, I would have played. That's I still to this point, I was thinking about it yesterday. Like literally picturing, like, damn, I wish I could have played. I ain't played on that damn course since I was a kid, man.
That'd have been wild. That'd have been
wild comeback. That was my movie scene, bro. That would have been the, you know what I'm saying? What was that off?
You had to give you the slow walk to the court,
above the rim,
lace up,
where the nigga who played with no ball come back on the court and shit. Start shooting.
Do y'all got a favorite moment from Juneteenth? This Juneteenth parade? I'll go to kind of kick it off to give y'all some time to think, because my absolute favorite moment, and like I said, it might get rehashed though, but was seeing the reaction to Bacardi's merch, especially with the teams. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people was really rocking with Bacardi's hats and everything like that. And, you know, as I'm doing my spill, you know what I'm saying, on who we are and everything like that, I did love, like I said, I did love being able to be like, yep. And then everything right here that you see that we got on, that we did, Bacardi made, and people really like, yo, I want that hat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need that hat. And goes in hand is like, there was this kid that came up, Bacardi, when you had went and left. There was a kid that came up. I don't think I waited to tell you this because I wanted to wait for the podcast. So there was this kid, like he had to be anywhere between 12 and 14. And he was asking about the hats, and he saw the hat, and he was like, yo, I want the hat. And we was like, all right, well, this is the 25 for the hat, right? And he was like, well, so we was trying to get him. He was like, well, if you subscribe to the YouTube, you can have a chance to win the hat and everything like that. So he was trying, but he didn't have a Gmail account. So then he started talking to King, and he was like, yo, can you help me set this up? And King was like, all right, sure, what's your email? I don't think he had an email. Like, he literally was like a kid who just wanted that hat. And so King started working with him. like said, King working with him, trying to get him to set up. But he literally handing King his phone. And so I'm sitting there watching the whole thing. About like 5 minutes, this kid's literally trying to like create a Gmail account, create a YouTube account, try to do the whole thing and everything like that. Just trying to figure it out. And then at some point, I finally just said, "Which hat you like?" And he was like, "That one." I was like, "Man, go ahead and take it, bro. We got you." Because like that dedication. What
did you give him? What did you
Can't even remember. So I don't know.
Oh, it was the fish hat. That was the fish hat. I thought.
It was the fish hat, right? Yeah.
The fish hat?
Yeah, with the multicolored fish hats with the leather strap back.
Yep.
Or
with the red one? It was a red one?
I think it was
so. So here's the thing. Right when he immediately put it on and went to go play, and he was doing everything in front of the camera, right? So when he was walking up, he was on the cliffhanger. I don't know if you saw him. It was a light-skinned kid, you know what I'm saying? And he had the hat on, but he was rocking that thing everywhere. But I was just like, bro, this is really dope, because like that kid really wanted that hat, and I felt like it felt like a Bo Jackson moment, like, you know, like throwing the jersey to him. Like, it felt really good that kid, like, he was dedicated to get that hat,
bro.
And I was
the
like,
little dude came back, bro. Look, he walked away for a minute and went to go play. Had the hat on. He fixed the hat, put it on. The little dude came back, bro. He didn't have on shoes. It was hot as hell. He didn't even have on, but he had that hat on, asking the ladies from St. Charles if they had water still. And we just looking at him, bro, at this point, like, because I mean, Deuce said it, like, I mean, it's gonna be good promotion anyway, because I know he gonna rock that hat, dog. He put that hat on from that moment, never took it off.
Never took it off.
I'm talking about
I ain't never
to
even
the
seen
front.
it.
Like, the way you wearing your hat, that's how he wore that hat and was just running around playing.
Yeah,
we saw it become somebody's favorite hat in the moment.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
Well,
it's
like,
like, if you ain't got on shoes, but you got this hat on. Bro,
He definitely left his shoes, but kept the hat.
So for me, that was the dopest moment, because it was a real genuine like moment of just like, damn, yo, Bacardi really put time and effort into this hat, and we just made this kid's day. You know what I'm saying? That was dope.
I need, well, as 4 niggas that was there, I need y'all to work together to capture the moment for me to see it. You're saying, like, y'all,
were in the moment,
somebody could have put a camera out, bro. Y'all,
we were in the moment.
We was in the moment. I was right there in the game. We was in the moment.
I ain't gonna lie to you. So little dude walked up, and then also, the scenario just happened too organically.
Yeah, and then also, because of snacks, I was definitely not in the content creation mind.
Look at us, fam. All right, I like it though. I love it. I'm glad that was your moment you wanted to share, because I definitely couldn't have shared that one.
No, yeah, I wanted to wait, because like it was a very dope moment. Like I said, it was.
I'm more mad that even when I came back, y'all didn't say it's a little nigga running around with your hat on, bro. and at least I could have went on my own scavenger hunt. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas waited till it was over to be like, hey, it's some nigga with your hat that just loved your hat.
I mean, you was gone for a little while now. You
said it. You said when you came back. You said when you came back, you noticed how everybody's energy was.
Like, hell, that's what it was. Y'all high ass niggas just threw like, bro, here, go, nigga, like, have a good time, frolic and play, little man. You know what I'm saying? It's a hat courtesy of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. I appreciate it though. That was dope over.
Hey, but he did, honestly. I think he did get signed up though, because he figured it out. He sat there and he like used some other email, and then he was like, "See, look, no, I got it." And by that time, niggas had already been like, "Bro, what hat you on?" Like, you standing out in this sun, determined. Like
Determined.
niggas was like, bro, just make him sign up for the newsletter. He like, no, wait, I got it. I'm like, all right, bro, you show, like, but he was nigga, I want it.
Man,
I respect it. I appreciate it.
All right. Anybody else got a favorite moment?
I mean, I touched on mine earlier when I was talking about just seeing the crowd of people. It was just definitely dope. One, being inside the crowd of people, but then like I held my phone up just so I could capture it down the street, and it's it's a good picture.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I got really, like I said, I enjoyed our pre-parade walk where I was kind of in my own little vibe. We was all catching the smells, and everybody's getting ready to cook and food, and I was in my energy.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm watching motherfuckers getting their shit together, and I remember what was the dude that had the big ass wood set up in the wood fire grill.
Yeah.
And then like he caught my complete. I didn't even get no food from dude, and I don't remember what his shop was, what the name of his restaurant was, the truck was. But that motherfucker was set to the T, like a cabin with a wood fire grill, barbecue. And I was like, he caught my full attention. That I was just like, boy, you didn't come to this bitch to play. And I remember as we passed it, we looked at that one old boy turned over. It was like, yeah, back at me, hey. It had to turn around. And he got this little stand right across from this nigga, like, hey, I ain't come to play either. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, you didn't come to play at all either. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, he had flags, bro. That
whoever
nigga had,
like I said,
remember he had 15-foot barbecue flags.
That's what I'm saying, dog.
With not the wood fire guy, the nigga across the street. Like his layout was smooth. So I felt his pride. That nigga, he said it was some pride too. I ain't come to play either.
But yeah, like to tell me, to hear me get surprised, was like, hold on, dog. Hold on, you doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? You doing a lot, my guy. Like, come on, bring that energy back here, bro.
See me, nigga.
But he had that big ass oxtails on the top of his menu. That's what I say. Anybody who was there, if y'all know the nigga that had oxtails, and right across from him, that was that big ass fucking other barbecue place. Those are two people I was talking about. But yeah, that I enjoyed that. I enjoyed somebody to even like acknowledge a compliment, like, no, nigga, we all out here. Like, I felt that's how the energy I felt. Like, we all out here. We all ain't come to play, man. Like,
I think I think my favorite part of Juneteenth. So being the fact that I guess I was the contact person for this situation.
Yeah. Shout out to you.
Shout out to you,
thank you, man. Appreciate you. I like to feel that, especially y'all embracing it and we all giving it a full effort, waking up early, getting down there. Man, shout out to Trippy's mom for the tent.
Shout out to Mama Trip.
Bro. Mama Trip saved our life, bro. So the fact that we got out there, did it. And I guess made a really dope impression to where, like the I think it was the first teen who wanted the blue trucker hat, the kind of dark skinned chick. The vibe of them, just sitting there asking about what we doing, checking out the channel, and then she was like, "I want that hat, bro." Like, what's 25? You got a Cash App, like, and it was like instant, like, bro, like Trip said, to see somebody immediately go, "That's my new favorite hat," and it matched her outfit, and she put it on, bro, and you just knew she not taking this off.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was my favorite moment because it felt like all this was not in vain. Like all of this extra, behind the scenes stuff, and contacting the people and having a meeting and getting all that whatever. It really felt worth it. Like, man, we we're getting more of our name out here locally, and people gonna remember us, just not even just like for what we do, but just the fact that we were a part of this. And like you said, if we do it again next year, we definitely would come with more energy. But we didn't even know what the hell we was doing till we got there.
Yeah, no, yeah. Like I said, I feel like the whole first episode being finding out, and then second episode was like when we found out. That whole episode was like, bro, what the fuck we about to do now? Because we not gonna act like we was some grown men. Like, bro, I'm not about to have to fight no little niggas, dog. Like,
the second episode started with Bacardi taking the hats off the
table. Hey, niggas put their wallets up. Niggas put their hats up.
These got to go. Y'all said how many niggas coming through here? These got to go back in the bag.
Bro, 3,500 is crazy.
I take pictures to show niggas through the
road. You wanna know what's funny? What's funny is that like the YNs will be walking around, right? Looking like typical Y, like stereotypical YNs. But then they be like, hey man, so you know, say anime, you know, like it was like no matter what, I was still able to have those conversations about that.
Right. No, it was at one point we saw a group. I saw a group of YNs, bro. They were walking tough, hoodies, skis on. It's hot, you know, all black. One of them put his phone down, bro, on the fence, and these niggas did a TikTok. And that's when I knew. That's when I knew. I said, this is a totally different situation. These are not the YNs that we are used to. You know, these are the streamer YNs or these are the TikTok YNs, bro. Like, they look tough, but they just really want to be heard. Kids. They just really, they're
just kids, man.
And they want attention. That's it.
It's overwhelming, you know, just seeing the new generation now really involved in social media,
right,
and all that kind of stuff. You're saying like this, like we, you know, this is the generation that is fully since birth, since where they at, like this ain't been nothing but TikToks and you're saying reels and social media in general. So it's like that's just part of their life. So it's like I think it's a bigger difference now than what we used to even seeing when it comes to YNs who really like. Now I feel like you are nervous to see a nigga not on his phone, hands in his pockets with a skill. You know what I'm saying? Like you a young nigga, but you ain't even know what you doing. Where your phone at? Your phone ain't out. What you on, bro? Like, hey, what you on, bro?
Hey,
like,
I gotta say this to Snacks, man. We weren't scared because you got to remember something. We are the original YNs of that area.
Yeah.
So the reality was we was just ready for them. Like we know what to expect from young niggas. Like, you know, but they wasn't giving it. They really weren't giving. They were really giving like
like I said, I ended up putting hats back on the table.
Yeah.
Like,
I
had a nice spread out. I was like,
he take all hats now.
Like, you know
from like 20 to like 10.
Yeah.
I have a nice eyeball on them.
Like the fact that I was like, that's what made me bring him out though, because I made sales like just in the minimal piece I put out. Like I was put out 5 out the bag, and somebody like, I want one of those. So at the end, I'm like, well, shit, I'm finna lay all these bitches out real quick and see what happened. You know what I'm saying? Because like, after a while, you're like, all right, bro, ain't nobody even. It's not even. For me, it was overwhelming number of 500 kids, bro. I'm thinking about, I'm thinking in my mind, like, we finna have a table of like 20 niggas surrounding the table. And what y'all got going on? And you can get one little in the hand, I might slide in.
Niggas start bumping the table.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, couple hats on the floor, couple hats gone.
It was the number. The number was overwhelming as a bitch.
The number was overwhelming, bro. Like,
hey. Remember what I asked her? What's the first thing I asked her? Y'all busting them in? Like 500 teens in here. Like, it ain't 500 teens in the area.
And it made it feel like it was literally like it wasn't like the neighborhood teens. It wasn't. This was problem.
You bringing us prison teens?
They don't be outside in the regular world on a daily basis.
It was her making sure it was her making sure to stress that. Yeah, these the knuckleheads.
Yeah,
right. Like we about to get regular boys. Like nothing but kid boys. That motherfucker.
And then she kept talking about how, you know, we got to show them it's a different way. It's like,
man,
what?
The non-violence was serious, bro. Like the non-violence that we are pushing as the agenda is serious.
I was like, dog, like she was like real life making it like, yo, you niggas gotta save their lives.
Yeah, it was that. Like if she would have just said, like, oh, it's gonna be a lot of teens here. Like, well, yeah, no, I know what we signed up for with that.
Right.
Yeah, but it was the stressing of like, y'all gotta be to make sure that they go stress their room.
And it turned out it was like so many girls. It wasn't even a bunch of like young niggas. It was like girls running around. Like
it was definitely the YGs. It was definitely the YGs, bro. There was so many of
the young baddies.
Even in that snacks, like the whole police force there, like, bro, what kind of kids y'all bringing in here?
Yeah,
like,
thank you. No, they had police, they had sheriffs, bro. They had the cadets down there. Like they had so many law enforcement.
Who y'all bring into here, dog?
Everybody in the entire Milwaukee police force was down there.
Nigga, and the army. They had like 14 recruiters down there, bro. Like, get the fuck. Y'all
like, that's what I'm saying. It was definitely. So I mean, just in that space, it was just like, all right, bro, what y'all got us set up for? You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought we needed our own guard by the tent then. Like, but bring one of them niggas over here just to stand by. Shit. I let it spread out there. Like, I let it spread out there. We got security. You know what I'm saying?
Like, did we get Tripp's favorite moment?
Nah. So my favorite moment is just it's pretty much my favorite moment is always the same for anything that we do. It's just the live realization that it's something different that we can do as a podcast. You know what I mean? So us doing the live show, and indie, that me realizing, hey, we can really, do live podcasts in panels and gather people in the moment to come see our shows. Hey, now we can hold a booth down at a festival and get our name out there and sell merch the old fashioned way, because people like it's a brand. Like, people fuck with the brand, and we just to be able to be out there and sell it the old fashioned way, it's always a good feeling. So just being able to do that and realize that it was just a heartwarming moment, and then just the response that we were getting from the teens, them wanting to come up to us and talk to us about different anime, and just tell us what their favorite animes are that they're watching, and just really enthusiastic about it. It was just a different experience than what was originally sold to us. It was sold a little more rough than what actually came off.
Yeah, I can say that. Yeah. Like I said, third episode was smooth. You know what I'm saying?
By the third episode is the main reveal. Now it's like, man, that's not that bad.
That was like the second episode ended when we had that first walk up. We like, okay, what's this about to be? You know what I'm saying?
The water outside. It was bare outside. They just started fires left and right.
I like y'all hats and shit. You like, okay, like the tension just dropped in the beat, in the music. It just like became butterflies and sunshine. It's like, okay, we good.
What up, Keith, bro? Man, so yeah, I mean, Juneteenth, like I said, my heart was full, man. Like I said, just seeing all that Black excellence, seeing all of our people, like it was a great time. I think that we had a great Juneteenth, and I'm looking forward to us doing more events in the city and in general. I know that kind of became a new initiative of ours. Like it was something that we already had the idea of doing, but we never really vocalized it. But I think with the addition of King and Trip, that has allowed us to really be able to have a full-fledged team of focusing on events and everything like that. And you know what I'm saying, again, like I said, me and Trip, we had a moment where we was chopping it up and we was talking about it, like, yo, we are really setting ourselves up great with for pop-ups. You know what I'm saying, with the pop-up banner. You know, so we already had the table skirt. Now that we got the tent, and with us continuously building and building our pop-up, you know what I'm saying, situation, I think that we're going to be in a good space to be able to do more of these events and really be out there full-fledged and everything like that. So
at some point, a nigga can just want us at their park party. Like, hey, we at the park. Can y'all just pull up with y'all teddy shit and just chill the podcast or whatever? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we can just become commentators. Like, hey, y'all doing something big
podcasting.
We just gonna come up there and podcast and fuck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like I said, we got a lot of things that we can get into for that. So I'm excited about that. All right, well, let's get into some of these topics, man. Like I said, we are at war apparently. I don't know if y'all saw that, but we are totally at war. I mean, we bombed the Iran missile base.
Yeah, we are.
We bombed the Iran missile base.
Yeah,
that's what you said.
Three bases.
3 bases at that.
Yeah.
Last night.
On Juneteenth?
Not Juneteenth.
No, it was the day after.
The day after.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. Yeah. I'm about to say, boy.
Yeah. So
like a drive-by. Hey man, so my thing with it though is I don't believe it. Like, for some weird reason, bro, I feel like this is a thing between their government and our government. Like, let's just say we did it.
Well, here's the thing. That's why I say we didn't do it. That nigga Trump did it.
Iran did it, right?
Iran was like, look, hey, Trump, bro, Iran already put out a statement and said, Mr. Trump, you started it, we gonna finish it. But
they already made a statement like that?
Yes. But anyways, I don't want to get too deep into the politics of it. I want to have some fun with it. I want to know, since we are at war, which militia team?
Can we like hypothetically or throw some air quotes?
No. Like, Trump is at war.
No, you ain't on social media. That's why we all having fun with it. Everybody talking about we at war now, so we doing this. I want to know.
That was so funny because we never take nothing seriously.
We never take nothing serious. So we not about to take nothing serious here on Geekset. I want to know which militia team would y'all want on y'all side. Now, the caveat is, no superhero, like no super beings, like you know what I'm saying. So nobody with meta powers, cosmic powers. They got to be like a militia team that's really like they can be enhanced. They can be an enhanced super soldier. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like they can't fly or anything like that, but like they got an extra, you know, maybe a little bit more strength, maybe more a higher IQ. But what militia team, anime or comic book, would you want on your team in the war?
Hey, I'm gonna go first with this. I know Swiper gonna fuck with me because I just got to the clock, just got caught up on the season. But I definitely need Sebastian and the whole goddamn crew from Black Butler. Everybody, all the help. I've been watching these niggas get down for 2-3 seasons now in a movie. And boy, like you know what I'm saying, like the nigga, like I said, there's one nigga that's he's not necessarily genetically enhanced, but he was definitely tested on. One motherfucker is a sniper. One motherfucker is pretty much a demon. I mean, so I can give you that.
That might throw it off. They might throw it off. But he really telling us what to do. He only come in if he got to come in. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can handle it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it is one nigga who just extreme demolitionist, bro. But these niggas be getting, they match be getting rated so much. And he be like, go ahead and everything. And it be like 3 of them niggas, bro. Everybody gone. And they be like, what the fuck did they come from? Like, gone. Like, so right now, that's who I'm fucking with because I just got to finish it up to catch up to the season. So I might say, and I'm mad at I'm forgetting their names. Damn, what do they call the team on Attack on Titans?
Oh,
the who?
You talking about the Scouts?
The Scouts. I'm going with the Scouts. Give me the Scouts, man.
To a war?
You know they got bombs, right? You know they got bombs.
But
might not stop a bomb.
I don't know, man.
A zip line. You want a nigga with zip lines and swords?
Zip lines
and swords. Zip line everywhere, bro. They got
Boy, they gonna zip line to a jet and get taken for a real ride, bro. Like that shit.
I got Levi clearing a couple. In that front line. What are you talking about?
Well, I haven't seen.
You think he can take out a plane?
I ain't really seen Scout fighting.
You think Levi? No. Because you know, Attack on Titan is my shit. I don't see
planes move kind of fast, Phil.
Yeah, they do. That OEM gear. Hey, that OEM gear. I don't know if it's gonna catch it. You know, because you gotta catch the wing.
And if he do catch it, he gonna be fucking surprised.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna get ripped in half.
Like, this ain't no tight nigga. Like.
I don't know. I think I'm with the rest of the group. That was an interesting choice.
That's a hot
take. I ain't never seen those Scouts.
I got faith in my Scouts, bro.
No,
I got faith in my Scouts.
Bro, your
Scouts.
Bro. God, damn.
They didn't even have real mobility, bro. They were still on horses, dog.
Horses, my nigga. Yes, they didn't even have trucks. Bro. Notice that, bro. Like, they didn't even have trucks.
They were really behind the times over there, bro. Like, don't let that zip line shit fool you. They just went a different direction.
Right.
They still behind on the times. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna go with
that was a wild one.
I'm gonna go with the Umbrella Academy.
Ooh.
They powered?
They were
all tested. They all just tested.
No, they were all born with something. Remember, they all were born with something though.
But that was tested.
That's why.
Yeah, that was why he bought. I don't know if y'all finished it, but it was all done.
I like Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, it was all done on purpose for him to go back in time to get their mothers to buy the babies. To
So, but when I think so, here's the thing, and so I'll let you say why. But in my head, the reason why is like you got somebody who says, "I got a secret." Y'all lost. Then everybody, it's like I feel like it's cheating.
No, so I didn't even think about her. I'm not even gonna lie, because you gotta think she has to get access for that shit to be effective. But I was really thinking like you have somebody with the ability to like guard from the missiles. One, you have a guy who can jump through space and time, so he can get some shit done, and he can get to a places that regular like special forces can't get. Then you got the strong guy, you got a combat guy. So it's almost like
a lot of family problems, though, bro.
That's true. That's true. They are all self-sabotage.
Because I would actually raise yours and be like, I'll just give me the boys then. You know what I'm saying?
But they super.
definitely have
They
powers.
fly. But they can fly.
Bro,
Hey, when
That's what I'm
those ain't no
saying, they
superheroes in the
suits.
boys, like not the soups, the boys, like the actual the boys.
Nigga,
No,
what's
they
that
were
in the
10
suit
V.
now?
They 10 V. They down to 10
10
V
V
going crazy.
Take first season's boys, fam. First season boys. Not, you know what I'm saying? Like we know the list that they will go to, but that means they're gonna really go for the gold to try to win. Like we know the list that they would go to.
But
as an initial starting group, they was a bunch of regular niggas.
no, because the
Yeah.
girl who saved them was a suit.
They had to
What's
bring
her
her
name?
in.
Mirko or whatever her name is.
Kimiko.
Kamiko, yeah.
Oh, Kimiko. No,
Remember, because they was all fucked up, and then
you can't have she just won't be on your team.
you can't use her. Yeah,
You can't use her on Starlight.
you can get Frenchie, you can get Mother's Milk, you can get.
That's
Butcher?
it. Everybody else wants. Oh no, you said
Yeah,
season 1. That's right.
That's what I said. You can get Butcher, and you can get what's that, Huey. But you can't. Nigga, y'all gonna die.
Yeah, that's your 4.
Y'all gonna die.
I mean,
This is a
but
nuclear
you talk-
war we're talking about.
But they fought soups and they won. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
they didn't.
So-
They have not won yet. They still haven't
Well,
won.
They
They
holding
lost,
on strong. They holding on strong.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
They lost.
But they on 10 V now.
They're on exactly.
That's how they able to hold on.
Hey,
No, I ain't gonna hold you. If you watch Power,
crazy.
this is actually an OP general right now. I ain't even gonna hold you. Tariq St. Patrick is an OP general in strategizing in war. And the way that they rate him in the show right now, bro, this nigga is outmaneuvering the FBI, the DEA, bro. He's outmaneuvering any police force, the gang, the mafia. He is the snacks me a cook with that one. I'm not even gonna hold you. It was based off of the writing.
Ain't nobody listen to that nigga in the government. He black.
Yeah, fair.
I will.
Now don't listen to him. He gonna make it happen.
Sure he will. Anyway,
I'm gonna go with the Gears. You know, all them niggas on Gears or Delta Squad will destroy.
Ooh. That's like now you an actual legit, a legit military fight. That's a legit war.
Hey,
Yeah, I mean that's they got the tools and shit for it.
that's what I'm
They
saying.
definitely do.
That
They
hammer
hammer
of God,
God.
yeah,
The
the
hammer
hammer
is
of
gone.
God is going to.
that will
gotta
stop.
lie.
See, that will stop a plane, deuces. You gotta stop the planes.
Because they don't got planes, but they gotta have.
every fight not in the air.
Have they not flown? Wait, have they not had a flying fight in Gears? Are you serious?
I think they got helicopter. You know what? I think they got helicopter.
Yeah, they got helicopters.
Okay, I was
I
gonna
think
say
they have
because
the-
Because I remember the last mission in
in
one, you gotta fire the hammer of dawn
That's
from
right.
the helicopter as
That's
you're going
right,
in a
yeah.
circle.
I was Bacardi had me fucked up for a second. I was like, have they all been just ground fights?
I mean, you can see that as big as them niggas' legs and calves and shit is. Them niggas be running everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Baby.
All right, Trip.
This is a hot take because it's this is if it's all like ground based war. I'm gonna go with our heroes from The Walking Dead, specifically the season 4, 5, and 6. I think those are the most battle tested.
What was that
Warriors.
line?
You talking about when they faced the niggas wearing the Star Trooper attire?
That was the prison season.
For like
Then
6
they
or
would-
7.
Yeah, the prison season, Terminus season, and then
Okay.
Marauders and shit.
I
And then
give you that, bro.
Season 6
I
was
kind
off
of
of the Wolves.
But you,
what type of war are you fighting though?
What was
Are
that?
you
What was
fighting
that?
an
What was
infantry
They
war?
not,
Like, are
they
you?
not taking out planes either.
They not.
yeah, they
But
not.
every war doesn't have to have
It
planes,
does. It
bro.
does.
Like you don't have
It
to.
does. It does.
Every battle doesn't have to
Drip.
have planes,
Drip.
bro.
You're talking
every
to the
battle-
guy
You
who's
talking
in the
about a battle
army
then.
to
Every
fire
battle.
rockets at planes.
But
Every
battle,
war has to have.
every
This
battle-
is who Trip bringing to the war.
yeah.
Look at that line. That line look trash.
That-
Them niggas,
Hey,
them niggas ain't got.
you got
These niggas ain't
sharpshooters.
got no. These niggas ain't got no car nor gas money.
and ain't nobody
You
got
got
body armor on.
sharpshooters. You got
Ain't nobody got a vest on
Marines would walk for days
with
with
gear.
no.
They got
Yeah,
gear.
they got gear.
They got guns too.
Gun.
These
They
niggas got
got guns.
machetes
Them
and bow
niggas
and arrows.
Bro,
They got
them
guns.
niggas is scavenge off a one sandwich for the week, bro. Like they not finna deal with niggas getting full course meals, bro.
That's
Like,
crazy.
they not finna.
You might
handle
be
niggas
right
who get-
because they might be able to get bought just for a chicken dinner. Like you might be able
You know
to
what I'm
turn
saying?
them niggas with just a buffet.
Like you take them niggas out of where they got going on right now and say we gonna put you in it, bro. They turning tide, eat meat. Like y'all gonna feed us?
But you got
Right.
actual army fighters in there.
Nah, nigga, but still, they're hungry. So if Iran was like, listen, we have food, we have shelter.
Not with Rick at
It's
the head.
over, my nigga. Like,
not with Rick at the head. If
nigga,
Shane
Rick
was,
turned on them niggas for a black
Shane,
kid, bro. He ain't going.
If Shane was there, hell yeah, but not Rick. Rick ain't turning on. He ain't turning on the squad for no chicken.
Yeah,
sandwich.
this squad. I don't see any.
Rick was about to kill old boy for some water, for giving
Gregory
them water.
Wait, go back to that. Was that Gregory on the?
Yeah, Gregory. That's Gregory.
I know he was
Hey,
Walking Dead.
He suffered a horrible death. He suffered a horrible death in Walking Dead. I want to let you know that.
Real bad, bro.
Real bad.
I said, was that Gregory?
No, because I'm just looking like, no, some of these people look familiar. Like,
all right, Victor, McCarty from.
Oh, Victor from. I mean, he ain't helping nobody though.
no, he not.
Yeah, he not helpful.
He not.
Like,
That's not.
Wait, first of all, Victor part of the problem. Victor is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my bad. Yeah, Victor was like a low key antagonizer of the BS. Like when he kept with him and the little boy.
Yeah,
Nah, bro, I can't trust nothing Victor got to say, fam. Because he
Yeah,
ain't
like, I
always.
mean,
He's not all the way on your side. He on somebody.
Like I'm really waiting for that twist to end up to happen. Like they drag it out the twist for them to actually talk to Victor. Like Victor, you ain't told them about us in our plans,
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's all I'm waiting for.
Because you see the old man at the end look just like that nigga. Like both y'all look dead. You know what I'm saying? But it leads me to believe Victor is the kid.
It would.
You know what?
That would be crazy.
You know what? We bugging because not one of us mentioned G.I. Joe.
Bro, I mean that's just
Them niggas kind of supers though, ain't they?
G.I. Joe ain't super.
Right
No,
now they might be on.
Oh, are you talking about like the Rock G.I. Joe, or are you talking about like the cartoon?
No, because even in the movie, they wasn't Superman. They had an exoskeleton suit. They had the super suit, but they wasn't.
Yeah, the
super,
Marlon Wayne suit. Yeah, that shit. I don't know. Doesn't that kind of?
They all had a super suit. I thought just the ninjas did.
No, they all had them.
Two lead niggas had it, but then I don't know, bro.
That's just war on war, fam. Like, and I still think they might lose because them niggas. If you take in the '80s GI Joe, them niggas had one designated job.
Right. Everybody had an MC-15, bro. Like nobody had that bigger than that.
One nigga was really just a copter nigga. Like I just fly niggas in and out. You know what I'm saying? Like don't know if he really got any combat training. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all don't think this team win?
Negatron,
bro. Ask them niggas they got
Bro,
no.
in the middle.
Negatron. Look at these niggas, bro. This nigga ain't even got a shirt on. He got a jean vest on. He got a Canadian tuxedo.
That's nasty to have at war,
bro. And it's fatigue, bro. With a trucker.
The only person I'm giving it to is probably the ninja.
Ooh, that is a good question.
Power Rangers got powers. That's why they was able to fight outside even when they ain't got their suit. They don't count.
They got powers all day long.
Yeah, because that's why they was able to fight without their suit.
Yeah, it made their natural strength enhance.
Yeah, the kyber crystals gave them power.
Yeah.
So the putties were actually still meant to are actually stronger than humans.
Yeah.
I thought the putties were just like how they were really like foot soldiers. Like they were just. Really
how you think the putties was able to like jump off roofs, nigga,
Not
and like do a
crystals,
full
by the way,
somersault?
Because they were.
I see what I said.
Like they were made, I get that. Like they were created, but
I feel like G.I. Joe had like enhancements though. That's why I don't know.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was never a big G.I. Joe fan, so I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of them niggas either.
I didn't want
to be one of them niggas as a kid.
So my question is, can we count like the Ninja Turtles then too?
I mean, they're mutated.
They're mutants.
Yeah.
I said no metahumans, no mutants, so we can't. Otherwise, we could have. But here's the thing with G.I. Joe. Yeah, with G.I. Joe, the reason why I was a fan, one, at that time in the 80s and the 90s, one, I was heavy on if you were a ninja, you got me. So I was Snake. I was already on their side because of that, and then because of the Transformers connection. Like I said, I was all right. Like it was back in the day. If you remember the perception of Captain America, that's how I view G.I. Joe. Like Captain America now is way more popular than back in the day. Captain America was just like, I mean, it's Captain America, the great American hero. That's how I looked at G.I. Joe. All right, the American team, you know. But
I mean, I get that.
they had a ninja. Yeah. So like I wasn't, I didn't dislike them, but I was like, all right, I mean, I rock with them because of that and everything like that. So.
I changed my vote then, because y'all have finally opened my eyes to what we're talking about. You know who I'm going with? I'm going with the cast of Fast and the Furious 9. Because them niggas is gonna hack the Iran system. They're gonna shut down all the bombs.
That will save us. Yeah, I agree with that.
They're gonna hack the U.S. government at the same time simultaneously, and they're gonna distribute funds back to the taxpaying people for scaring them in the war. Because Ludacris,
all in the GT,
and Tyrese gonna have a Lamborghini.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's because they gonna do it so much. They gonna do it in style. That
wasn't the one that went in space, was it?
Yeah,
yes. No. The
I haven't seen
was the one. I think 8 is space, 9 is the sub, 10 is.
God damn, I'm not far
the brother. Yeah, 9 is the brother in the sub. 10 is the dam explosion.
Okay.
Yeah, I think 10 is when they.
This is when they brought everybody back.
Okay, so you going with the Fast 9 squad.
Yeah.
Rock was on there though too, wasn't he? That's when he was still a good guy.
The Rock. I think the Rock bowed out of 9.
They replaced the Rock with John Cena.
Yep. That was the first one without the Rock. Since
because him and Vin can't see eye to eye.
Yeah.
But they fixed it though.
I mean, actually, I'm actually cool with that one. I can ride with that. Any season of any year.
It's disgusting over there.
Oh yeah, this is disgusting. It's okay.
Fast and the Furious. Oh, it's
but you know it's possible to save us from the war, friend.
They gonna drive from the White House to Iran.
Yes, bro. And they're gonna take down the planes with cars. How they do it,
but there's gonna be a video montage of them driving from Washington D.C. to Iran. You're like,
you know what they're gonna do?
All roads.
It's gonna be a secret pipeline that only the CIA knew about, that they built back in the 50s, that they're gonna drive directly from the White House all the way to Iran.
A secret tunnel that we don't know about, some national treasure shit.
Yep.
That's like we didn't know this was here.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna do it in Mustangs. It's gonna be a souped up Mustang.
But at the same time, it's so rickety and old that the tunnel is flooded now as they start going through with all their motherfucking GTs ramming up the motherfucking walls and checking shit down.
Yeah.
So it's the only time you ever gonna see the tunnel again. Because after that, it's gonna be washed away.
It's gonna be inner sabotage from the FBI that's gonna set bombs in there and boom.
See, what about the 18?
Right, reach out to us, Vin Diesel. We can write this movie and get you bad. Come on.
18 getting packed.
What y'all feel about the 18?
They getting packed out.
18 getting packed.
You better off going to the newer 18.
Hey, the Kingsman. I fucks with the Kingsman.
The Kingsman I can go with.
The
Kingsman I can go with. They actually shown that they can take down governments.
Yeah, but the 18 getting packed up.
And I ain't seen the 18
in that van. In the van.
The van don't look like he's supposed to be there. Like I ain't seen the 18. I realized I ain't never watched episode of 18.
Murdoch was the craziest nigga on earth.
Murdoch? Is that Murdoch?
Yes, that's Murdoch.
It made me realize I really ain't never watched an episode of 18. I was like, bro, this is clearly fake. Who is dude?
Like, what the hell? Like,
fake,
he is fighting crime and nothing but gold chains.
Nigga,
that is crazy.
But look at Face. Nigga, Face had a black leather coat on. Nigga, you know they was always in a fucking hot.
Bro, weather. This nigga Face was supposed to be a goddamn chameleon and was terrible.
Right. Like he always looked the same.
They could have did it better. They would have they could have fooled me with 18 by just using other actors. Saying that's
that's like choosing the Dukes Hazzard.
That would have been cold. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, like, dog, this nigga was a nigga, like Face can change, like, dog. That would have been cold. Cause that would have made me more believable there. Cause Mr. T fighting crime with nothing but half the time a pole or a bat or some stupid ass shit.
Right. And remember, they kept having to knock the nigga out because he didn't like flying, but that would be the only way to get places.
So we already know they not flying to Iran. Like, at least he ain't.
No.
See, like, well, y'all gonna shoot me.
They're gonna build a carrier with his van.
Boy, I pity the
Yeah, that's how they do it. Remember, didn't they do that in the movie where they put the van in the carrier, but then they airdrop the van out?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the movie, I forgot about that movie. I'm mad you brought
Yeah,
that up.
so he don't like flying, but he like being in his van. So they put the van in the carrier, and then they had parachutes in the van, so they let him drive it out, and that's how he felt.
Bro,
safe,
I told him he just ain't allowed on this mission. You're not gonna have.
But he the muscle. He's the muscle. He's the only fighter you got. Everybody else
had to
is
figure
soft.
out something else.
Nigga, face would get his ass beat.
Photoshop dude would have had to do something. Like I don't know.
Like, wasn't nobody cold on the team at all, dog. They was regular niggas, bro.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't nobody like a top ranked marksman or nothing.
These niggas have to watch the episode. I didn't realize until today. Like, I guess I never thought about like, damn, I should watch the 18.
Like, no, 18 was really like bad, like just some bad company, bro. Like, them niggas was just. I would love to watch. Only thing I would love to watch is like the first couple episodes to see how they formed together again. Because I just couldn't believe how they got this group together.
They were special forces?
Yeah. They were all in jail or on their way to jail. And they all met up and then broke out.
Bro, what is this show?
But their skill set was ass. Like, your skill set was ass. Like, whatever your skill set is, why you going to jail? Nigga, they had to put, like, your skill set was ass.
Yeah.
Didge is flabbergasted at the 18.
But this is what we had to watch, Didge.
Them niggas
every
never
week.
shot anyone. They wasted so many bullets.
This
was
like
our
it's on the level.
influences.
This seemed like it's on the level of MASH.
Nigga, this is why our critical
Whoa. This is not on the level of MASH.
I mean, MASH was a romance story to me. I feel like
Yeah, it was a
that was
comedy,
like
too.
Yeah, like MASH was like our IRL, nigga. Like them niggas was like it was no war going on. Them niggas was just like chilling. Like I feel like them niggas was just reserves.
MASH was my dad's shit. MASH was my bedtime. So I'd be shuffling out the living room like, whoop, I heard MASH. It's time for me to go to bed. My dad shuffling right behind me, going in to watch it. Like
18 didn't do that for you. If you was a kid, 18 came on, you was eating breakfast. Like eating breakfast, you was ready for 18. I'm not saying that we appreciate it now, but you was ready for 18 as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Together. You got your snacks together for 18.
Oh yeah.
Right.
It was like 18 and what was the one with Michael Knight? Knight Rider?
Knight Rider, yeah.
Knight Rider I watched. Knight Rider, that those reruns still came on.
Knight Rider had a better intro. Knight Rider had a better intro theme song, and it had a cooler factor. Like you got a car that can talk. Like come on, like
but
at that time.
18 van back in the days, 18 van was cold.
No, because whatever syndication package that Knight Rider got, it wasn't packaged with 18. Because with the syndication package that Knight Rider got, it was just them. Like,
did they?
Yeah, I'm telling you, because they all used to come on. They all used to come on UPN and
UPN.
Yeah, you watch reruns, nigga. Like,
what was I saying? Yeah, well, nigga, this shit came out in '83.
Right.
They was like deal by the time you was watching it, fam. It was all part of like resale. You know what I'm saying? Like when we watched that shit,
stepped on
y'all not finna act like I am so much younger. Trip and I went to high school together, fam. Like, hold up, fam.
You don't know about it either, then. Nigga, that's what I'm saying.
And that's why he quiet too.
Y'all don't even talk about resale.
This nigga like, I remember Married with Children. That's all I know.
Right. Now I'm back in. Hold up. I remember Married with
Children. Look, nigga, we talking about back then when it was like the Incredible Hulk, Knight Rider, and then goddamn $1 Million Man.
$1 Million Man, 18.
18,
like,
yeah.
$1 Million Man, yeah.
Frasier.
This is what I mean, though. All these shows.
Bicentennial Man
came under mine.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
but all these other shows, $1 Million Man, 18, not 18. I'm sorry, $1 Million Man, Knight Rider, the Hulk, all of those, they have syndication. 18, they was like, bro, we don't need this anymore. You good?
Yeah, you understand.
I think they went to
they
probably went to like
18 went to like MeTV.
Like MeTV or Ion or something like
Ion, those random ass like 37.16
right
channel.
Wherever a different world is, that's where the 18 is.
No, a different world is like bounce.
I'm gonna say different world is not living on Netflix and shit.
I'm sure wherever the westerns and all that shit is, that's where that's at.
The A-Team is only streaming on the A-Team channel.
Nigga, Guns, like I said, bro, you wasn't around for Guns.
Hey, 18 channel is crazy. Because you know what? They do that. All right, so if we're talking about in that era, who would be the staple to get the channel? Would it be 18? Like, you know, like it'd be like the Golden Girls channel, and then it'd be all like the classic Nick at Nights or whatever like that. Like,
they got a Gilligan's Island channel, so I'm sure they're gonna have an 8. Like, I'm if you search
18
it up,
didn't have that many seasons though. 18 was only like 4 seasons.
So who would get the channel that would be all of those?
That's enough.
Magnum PI.
Magnum PI?
Magnum
PI. The amount of people I've heard talk about Magnum PI, I've seen episodes of Magnum PI, but like the amount of people who talk about that, like that was the upper echelon of TV.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you gave me a streaming service with Magnum PI, Miami Vice,
Nash Bridges, nigga.
MacGyver, that's something
MacGyver, like all these MacGyver. I'm trying to think what the fuck we were just talking about. I mean, you could throw a team in there, like you act like I'll be smooth with that. Like an old ass action TV show channel, like old
Street Hawk. Street Hawk.
Yeah,
I don't remember watching Street Hawk.
You remember Street Hawk? That was all. Wait.
You gotta end it. You gotta end it with Andy Griffith.
Ranger?
Yeah,
is Dukes 80 or 70s?
Dukes is like 70.
Wait, we forgetting Kung Fu too, though.
Kung Fu.
Well, that'd be a different channel. That'd be a different channel. This is 80s, like
that was still a white man adventuring, trying to take out the local biker gangs. It ain't no different than all the other shit.
I guess. You're right.
He just did that shit on
the
foot.
80s, like in the 80s and all that. Yeah, I mean in the 80s. I'm trying to think about that.
What's the one nigga? On the motorcycle.
Ghost Rider?
No, it was a white dude.
Ghost Rider. Oh my god,
it was a white dude. Damn.
That is true.
No, it was like Desperado, but it was like something else.
Is it a western or is it actual?
I'm about to Google it now. Street Hawk.
No, it was a.
Y'all naming all these old ass shows.
TJ Hooker.
Hey, the nigga on the poster for Street Hawk does have a motorcycle.
Hawaii 5-0.
No, Lorenzo Lamas. What was Lorenzo Lamas?
Bro, I don't know who that
is.
is.
He was in you talking about the cop. He was a cop.
Yeah, on the motorcycle.
He was like the fuck was that?
Lorenzo Lamas. Let's see.
That nigga was he had a
TV show?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was during that time in the 80s. It was like during the heat of the night and all that time. Chips. That's what it was. Chips.
No, it wasn't Chips. Chips was 2 niggas.
Yeah, Chips did not show. I'm looking at his. He ain't had a lot of shows. Was it Renegade?
Renegade. That's what it was.
Oh, that came out in the 90s though.
Yeah, it was like 92. Like
see.
Yeah, that's what I'm not. Yeah, we trying to say 80s, like 90. Because I was saying you get to the 90s, nigga. We not now. We talking about Hercules and Xeno, like Xeno Warriors. Like that's the whole. We get to the 90s, nigga. That was a different ball game of action movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, I do remember.
This poster is so aggressively 90s.
Which one?
The Renegade one. Hold on, let me.
Oh yeah, it's 90s. That is 90s, bro. That is a 90s show, if so.
Like this is 90s as hell.
Yeah. Yes. You see it?
Boy,
Baywatch, nigga, that's what that was. Baywatch in the desert. They was out here fighting in boots and all kind of shit. Doing shit they had no clue. You would not do that in real life.
Okay.
Oh no, that's funny.
Oh shit! All right, well shit. I mean, all right. So I don't know. I feel like I still feel good about my choice, but y'all definitely did pick some better choices. I ain't going to.
Your choice is wild, though.
All right, so I want to talk about AI real quick, just because.
Allen Iverson do.
Right, that's the only AI we acknowledge. They got AI streamers out here now, which is crazy. And then Timberland versus the music industry, like
that was disgusting.
I'm so disappointed in him, really, as a nigga who's
me too.
A diehard producer fan, and even try to like train my skill set after him. I'm so disappointed in him.
Out of all the producers, I wouldn't have thought it would. Because here's the thing: for me, I already knew it was inevitable. It's just Timberland being a part of it is so nasty, and that's what I'm like.
I ain't gonna hold you. The signs was kind of there.
Yeah, like it's greedy as hell, though.
That's what I mean by the signs was kind of there. Like when the way that Versus kind of shook down, in the way that everybody was sort of talking, asking him about like, why did y'all sell it to, what is it, Dazn? How do you pronounce that service? Yeah. And how he was like, you know, he basically was like, you know, we moving where the money is, you know, this is where the next wave of capital, so we can continue to grow as creators and stuff, blah blah. Basically, nigga, money talk, and you could tell he was very much. That's all that mattered to me. Nigga, is money gonna talk here? Then we good.
And I mean, I feel like it would have definitely came from a younger producer. Like I feel like it would have been a trial. So like, you know what I'm saying, it'd have been somebody, even if somebody we still would have knew, but somebody that was a little bit younger in the industry would have been took over this. To have somebody who's like a vet, like Timberland, be like, nigga, I'm down there finna be like pioneer this shit. Really got me hot about.
And you know what really like maybe be like, dog, this is nasty. Because I get it, like, you know, we're all about jokes and everything like that. But his response using an AI video, really down talking artists like, oh yeah, y'all mad at we using AI? Y'all just making bad songs. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, his response to it was so trash. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, I get it, you know what I'm saying? Because listen, I've had a lot of conversations with a couple of people that we know that are like, you know what I'm saying, that are pro AI. And their whole process, their whole thing is, look, this is going to happen. So we got to figure out a way to work with it. Otherwise, we as black people are going to be left behind. I'm like, and I get that. But that doesn't mean you throw all your morals out. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Timberland could have had a better situation. Like, look, I'm trying to figure this AI shit out. I'm working with it and everything like that. Bear with me, guys. I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on and everything like that. But like, he jumped in full fledged and he got on defense mode. And then even with the whole taking the producer's beat and then trying to flip it like, oh, but I mean, Raekwon wouldn't have even got with you if we had like, bro, like, you are making it seem like you doing a favor here. And then I think it's like the optics of it. You spent 2.5 years since, well, probably even more since the pandemic, having artists submit their music. And then not one, and you did not do anything or work with anybody who submitted music, who paid you to submit music.
Right.
And now you have an AI, which we know AI is trained by music as being put through it. Now, I'm not accusing Timberland of taking those unsigned artists and music and putting it through a machine, but it's like, bro, the optics look crazy as hell.
But I can believe it though. Like,
but that's the thing too, though. Like,
I can believe he has a hard drive full of everybody's music that's been sent to him.
Exactly, and those are the examples that he gonna push off of.
Hold on, a couple people they said they didn't. This is all news to them, just to make sure that we just fully explain what happened. Timberland for the past 2 or 3 years has been on Twitch almost weekly, a couple nights a week. Excuse me. Basically saying, yo, I'm listening to the stuff that y'all give me, you know, and because I follow him on Twitch. So like I be there, I'll listen. And it really is just like, you know, how a lot of people do. They'll submit, and he play it on the stream, you know, sort of ask a chat, how y'all was feeling that. And go through, you know, go to the next one. And like I said, he's been doing this for 2.5, maybe 3 plus. And then out of nowhere, I think it was earlier this month, or maybe in the last month, he talked about his new AI artist. And as this was saying, you know, all AI artists, they got to be trained on something. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, what were you using to training? And the other nasty part of it is he's been talking a lot, you know, obviously he's sober now. And he was talking a lot about how his ear kind of changed after he got off the drugs, how he don't hear music the same no more. Mm-hmm. And so like, that was sort of part of the reason why he was going in talking about how he, you know, that was sort of his reasoning for AIs that is helping him be creative again. And it's like, all of these added up together just look really nasty. Are you training these people who you already talking about, you don't got an ear for music like you used to anymore? So are you just using AI to compensate for that? And in order to do that, you stealing these people's stuff. It's insane. And like y'all are saying,
this is the thing though, right? All of this culminates to common sense thinking. Even if, so for, like you said, for 3 years, I know most of us probably been following this guy. We know exactly what he laid out. He's putting out the people's products, and he had given them exposure. But like you say, AI is gonna only learn from what we can access online and what it can get its hands on. Even if he's not feeding the AI directly their, you know, production or whatever their sound, it's online now, so it's exposed to the world. Hey man, even if I just put it in my playlist, you know what I'm saying, save those videos to my playlist, and now I use this playlist, these files, these sounds to teach my AI what I want it to sound like. That's the same thing. It's no different because it's just public access. It's information that he purposely put out there in the first place.
I mean,
so
and
yeah,
I
we can say he didn't. It's not purposeful for legal reasons, but we all can look at it and go, bro, you were that's real shiesty.
Yeah,
real
and who's to say what's in those terms?
Right.
Like the terms that he had to get to. Oh, go ahead. My fault.
No, yeah, I was going to say I wouldn't put it past whatever, even with everybody submitting stuff to him, that there's definitely some kind of terms and agreements.
Yep, that's exactly
in that process.
Right.
That's like you know what I'm saying, that would even give him probably some kind of credibility to even hold on to that music to do whatever he wants to do with.
Yeah, because that's most people's thing now is saving that that sound. Hey, we going to be able to use it. It's terms like this. Same thing with CapCut. Same thing with X. Like everybody wants to be able to collect your data and use it for their benefit later. Now, my thing is this, right? I'm salty at them because I feel like you could have took that same technology and helped teach this music, help teach kids and other artists who are lacking, who can't break through and get their sound bought by major companies. Hey, bro, this is what you're missing, and my AI can do that for you. Instead, you like, no, I'm gonna just create a whole new character, and I'm gonna sell that character's brand by using sound that I've accumulated from the masses who won't get an opportunity because they're not Timberland.
Right.
And that's the shadiest shit in the world because, dude, I'm sure it's some real person out here who could, use that leg up. And it's only going to, if it works, it's only going to do the same thing now for other producers, other labels. We're not signing nobody. We're not investing in y'all. Y'all figure it out on your own. We're going to just create these people, and then think about what the domino effect of that is. If you are a smaller artist, right, and you got to put your sound out here on SoundCloud, YouTube, whatever, do these smaller venues or throw concerts or tour at these smaller places, you still got to put your music out there. Who's to say they're not just gonna take your music, reverb it, boom, put it out here on the it's egregious. It's a terrible creation.
Hold on, real quick. Two things. One, I just want to make sure Chirp get a moment to speak on it because I don't think we heard from him in regards to it. But Chirp, I want to know, how do you feel about this whole Timberland AI situation?
I think it's bullshit, man. I think I see somebody in there already said it's just very predatory of him, just preying on the love that people show him by him engaging it with them. Oh, let me listen to your music, and him just using that, maybe allegedly using that to feed his own AI so that to help his own pockets. I feel like we are playing a really dangerous game with AI, and like for me, I use like ChatGPT to help formulate some of my emails at work. But even then, I only use like certain stuff and certain information, because I don't want to put too much out there into the database. But it's just it's a really dangerous game, and to prey on his fandom and people wanting to get his critique, and that playing out in the AI's music is just really coincidental. And
because you said it should be a tool. What you gonna say, McCarty?
I was gonna say, like I said, it really in that same sense you're saying it too. Like the thing that people need to look at is this is probably the first step. If it's not the first step, it's probably the first most public step of even people getting into using AI and everything, is creating avatars and things of that nature. Like if you're an artist, if you're a local artist or a young artist that's trying to get into the game and you just are shy and don't think you can blow up, like now you can actually create this AI character by learning what Timberland's doing and be like, and that person becomes popular. Like I own this AI character that can be, you can still make music videos with it. You can still, like people do a lot of their Twitches as avatar characters.
Yeah, but that's not AI. That's a VTuber. VTuber and AI are two separate
things. Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I feel like you can get into that range that when you add music into it now, like you are creating a different genre of music using avatars to be.
Yeah, but that's my point. He could have used his method of creating that artist into teaching that to other artists. Like it didn't have to become a profitable thing solely for him so fast. You really could have took this method and been like, look, there's some shy artists out there. It's people that have been told they don't got the face, you don't got the look. You can still have your sound heard. And like not what the Dig is saying, where like, oh, I can just put a filter over my face. No, man, you can just write music. You can do this and probably create it through that avatar.
Yeah, there are a ton of people. Like, if you look up, to your point, what you're talking about, there are a ton of people who are strictly VTubers. Like, they have a full-on animated model. It captures their voice. It captures how I'm talking right here. Instead of it just being me, it'll be just a full-on animated. As I'm talking, it's doing that in real time. That's not all through AI. It's a VTuber.
So right. And so here's my main thing, and this is why I made a post like a couple of days ago, and I was like, I'm concerned about the AI strictly from the creators. Because I said, from a fan, from just a casual consumer, yes, AI is fun as shit. You can make yourself look like the Simpsons characters. You can have full on conversations with them. You can have like roast me real quick. There's a lot of fun in AI, right? However, from a creative standpoint, and I think that my biggest issue and why I'm so anti-AI is that there is no reference point. There is no, like I said, if I was to create a song through AI, right, and I say I want to use Kanye West and J. Cole, Jay-Z, and Dr. Dre. I want to put them together and put out a song, and it comes out fire. There should be something, because I said those 4 artists, that they get paid off of whatever I create. It should be like sampling. There should be laws and rules and things created to do that. As of right now, there isn't, and that's my issue with AI, with art, with music, with writing style. No matter what, you can say, write me a full synopsis in the style of Issa Rae, and AI will put it out, and then you can run with that picture and everything like that, and somebody may pick it up, and Issa Rae's none that has no awareness of it and anything like that. Just people like, man, this seems like something Issa Rae, right? And she didn't get any reference point or anything, no credit. No, it doesn't even have to be monetized, like monetary value. It's just she's just not getting any type of credit, and that's my issue. If AI is going to live in this world, whatever the results, when you put the input, even if you're not saying specific people, if you say hyper realistic person, vlogging, doing this, blah blah blah, and that AI computer starts pulling from people, they should when they give you the results, they should also give you, this result was created from X amount of like there should be a credit reference. And that's my issue with AI right now. Is like, as a creative in any realm, it's just like your work is out there, because like I said, we put our work out there. We got to put it out. We have to put it out to the world. And because it's out in the world, there's free range use to it. And that's my issue with AI right now. Because like I said, there's certain industries that have been using it, that are using it right. Like I said, I reference it all the time. But James Earl Jones' voice, he lended his voice, and they're using AI to recreate his voice, so that way they never have to recast another Darth Vader. They can always use his voice. And he, because of the way he did that, his estate is going to get paid for that. That is the right way to use AI. Like I said, there's models around it and everything, and so it's just like, just do it that way. And they say, even with Timberland, it's like I said, when he first launched the AI artist, everybody was like, all right, this kind of weird, it's Timberland, you know what I'm saying, what is going on? But then he did the whole stream of using that beat, and then like I said, you heard old boy's tag in it, and even then, like I said, there's a way that he could have did that. He could have been like, all right, I'm feeding in this, because he said that's what his responses are so trash, because he did a collab post response with his attorney. So the first slide is Timberland's response. You know what? Hey, I was excited to use this AI program, and you know what I'm saying, I started feeding in stuff that I thought was going to be just somebody's unreleased music. I didn't give him any credit. He wasn't aware. I wasn't aware of his stance. I do apologize for that, right? But again, it's a collab post. As soon as you swipe over, then it's the attorney's post. But Timberland didn't do anything wrong, though. So I just want to make sure it's clear to let y'all know, like, even though, you know what I'm saying, Timberland's apologizing. And I was like, bro, this is nasty, because now it's like you're not really apologetic. You just apologize because niggas was on your wheels. You know what I'm saying? And it was some of your peers. It was your actual peers, people who know you, that was on your heels. Because that attorney statement, which I understand from an attorney standpoint, but doing a collab post with your artist, with your client, and then they see the apology and then immediately see the attorney, like, hey, I want to let y'all know that he did nothing illegal. He did nothing illegal. It's like, bro, this is nasty work. This whole situation is nasty work.
But what does it matter if your attorney says that? Like, it can still be, you could still be proven wrong. You know what I'm saying?
That was from a legal standpoint. I understand. If the attorney put that on their page, that's what an attorney's supposed to do. You're protecting your client. Hey, you want to make sure y'all know it's not illegal. But doing it as a collab post with your artist is crazy when your artist is trying to apologize. Like that's to me, that's the crazy part. It's like that could have been two separate posts.
That's just really what it is. Like what Fam said, like the law, I mean, technology is always going to be way ahead of the law. And people who figure out technology first and figure out shit they can do with it is going to take advantage until the loophole gets closed back up.
Closed up, yeah.
So like, and the bad thing is, like, even what you said about the James Earl Jones thing, like that's a great look. But if they decide never to use that shit again, it don't do nothing for nobody. Like, yeah, we gonna AI you, but now we know we got to pay your whole fucking family to do it. We might not use that nigga no more. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, they're gonna use it because it's pennies on. Because they've already used it with Fortnite, and that's where SAG-AFTRA sort of talks to them. Like, when James Earl Jones was alive, they were hiring people to do Darth Vader for video games, and then immediately they utilized that to say, well, now we never need to hire a Darth Vader video game voice actor. And SAG-AFTRA was like, well, this ain't a part. These are not the AI rules that were set. None of that was set in this terms. That even that. The agreement that you set with his family. So it's again like it's great there, but it also is a very quick and a very easy example of how AI is going to be used to habitually line step.
Yep.
Where it's a situation of we did right by his family. We did right. So if there's ever any movie for Star Wars, if there's ever any show, we did it. But now also we're gonna fuck over all these other people who we were working with. Because now it's cheaper.
Yep. And we don't have to worry about contract negotiation. We don't have to worry about all the extra stuff. You know, getting a big name. You become a big name. Now we got to pay you more. No, you can keep the same price. Yeah. And think about it. His estate won't say nothing because they're just getting money. They won't go back and want to renegotiate.
Right. It goes back to the same thing. Essentially, how we started with this. But everything was money, and that's sort of the problem with AI. It's everybody's looking at dollar signs and not what actually makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, that's really, like I said, I mean, because with it having no rules, that's really what's bad about it, because no one's actually being good Samaritans about the rule, like knowing that there's no rules. Like you said, like even with Timberland, if Timberland was actually making an AI character using the references that he got from all these people, that can be easily how he gets everybody paid. Like, I'm going to start this artist that's going to take a lot of reference tracks from people that I've listened to.
Right.
Like,
yeah. I mean, yeah. Like, you literally, like, it's like you, as a nigga who's been doing this for years, I know you know how to write songs, you know how to put shit together. You just having artists that you're making music for instead of having to work with other people. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Like I said, if he is using references from other people, to not make some kind of announcement like, I'm going to definitely try to figure out some kind of ways to, money, you're saying, like, give money back to the people that actually helped me build this AI is crazy. Because that's all. Right. If you're dissecting, if you're putting even if you're giving them cents on the dollar, like, bro, there's only one song you gave me, but you're saying I'm gonna give you, whatever reference from that song gives you 0.001% of what you're saying, like, and you still get paid. You might get some little change here and there, but it's getting paid. You're getting paid. You're saying,
yeah. Like, I mean, that's the start. I mean, like I said, started, because then, saying new deals, new things can happen. But as of right now, it's just like we ain't got to say shit about anybody. Like I said, we can do a whole thing because we ain't even got to say who we got the influence from. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, man, it's crazy in this world. Like I said, hopefully, like I said, some laws go into place and everything like that. But I know we got bigger fish to fry right now. But I just hope so, man. But let's go ahead. Let's get into some wrestling shit. Trip, what is going on in the world of wrestling that we need to know about, man?
Man, it's been a lot going on. It's been all over the place. So Jay was the champion. Then he lost his title like 2 weeks ago to Gunther on an episode of Raw.
People was upset about that shit.
People, like, it's crazy, man. Like, it's been going back and forth. People were upset that he was champion, and people were upset that he lost, and his title reign was so short. Rikishi is having a fucking fit, calling everybody out. He's so upset, but at the same time, for me, it's like, you know, he had his chance at being champion. Most people never get that opportunity, and he did a really good job with it. He ended up losing it to Gunther, but at the same time, he won his qualifier match to be in the King of the Ring. So now he's in the King of the Ring semifinal. So, you know, now has the chance to get a rematch and win his championship back if he, you know, wins King of the Ring. But now Gunther is going to fight Goldberg for the World Heavyweight Championship in July 12th, which is crazy, which everybody kind of saw was happening, which is the whole reason for Jay losing his title again, allegedly. So that's gonna be interesting to see Goldberg back at 60 trying to throw down in the ring. I mean,
now is he full suited Goldberg, or like is it a new alternate version of Goldberg?
No, it's gonna be Goldberg. It's gonna be Goldberg.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking of Goldberg. I'm tripping. My bad. Goldberg. Yeah, Goldberg. You said I'm tripping.
I was wondering what you meant by the suit because I was like, dang, he just
my mind immediately went to Goldust, but I forgot Goldberg. Is he still crazy? I thought, okay, quick question, because I saw a couple of people upset about Goldberg saying like, no, just get out of here. Like, is niggas not rocking with Goldberg anymore?
He's 60.
He's 60.
Hey, realistically, so for me, I enjoy Goldberg for the aura and the spectacle behind Goldberg, right? Because, you know, growing up in the 90s, Goldberg was this big thing. You know, he had he was carrying WCW. He was amazing. A lot of people just felt like he couldn't actually wrestle, which you can go back and forth with people on that. I mean, you might not be right if you go people and say, hey, no, he can actually wrestle, because he really can't wrestle. But that's neither here nor there.
But didn't he really injure a couple of niggas?
Yeah. No, he almost killed Undertaker back in Saudi Arabia. Almost dropped my man on his head. He shouldn't even wrestled that match. He concussed himself by banging his head. Banging his head on the door too hard and concussed his and don't remember the entire match.
Are you serious? This nigga fought concussed.
Bro, Goldberg is wow.
At like 50, it almost dropped Undertaker on his head for a jackhammer slam. Like, bro, like probably one of the worst matches I've seen by the Undertaker in a long time, and he, you know, struggled through the match with the fuck was it Roman Reigns? So it's just, but yeah, shout out to Bo, because Gunther absolutely could have fought Goldberg without the title on the line, but they wanted to make it a big deal because it's in Atlanta, Georgia. It's gonna be at Saturday night's main event in Atlanta, Georgia, July 12th. It's supposed to. They're only doing that because AEW has their big pay-per-view that same weekend, and they're trying to match wits for wits with AEW, which is good for business, so I'll take it. But yeah, man, it's been a lot going on in wrestling. You know, John Cena and CM Punk have reignited their beef from 2011. It's literally the same exact feud, just switched around. Now, John Cena is dropping pipe bombs, and CM Punk is getting put through tables. But I'm enjoying the heat that everything is gathering. AEW was just in Mexico a couple weeks ago. WWE did a show with AAA, a Mexican promotion, a couple weeks back. So it's just, you know, amazing to see wrestling taking on the globe the way that it is. I'm a little nervous though with them going to Saudi Arabia next week for Night of the Champions with all that's going on in the world. So we'll see how that happens. I know, you know, Saudi Arabia and Iran are not necessarily the same thing, but it is close proximity, and they have put out that warning. So I just, you know, I'm interested to see how that plays out. But yeah, man, wrestling's been all over the place. So if y'all get a chance, just, you know, try and consume a little bit of some content.
Consume some more wrestling. That is Tripp's mantra. Hey, let's remember. All right, well, King, man, what's going on in movies, man? What are you excited for this coming out, and what have you watched recently?
So two final trailers dropped this last week. That's the Superman final trailer, which is coming out July 8th, and Jurassic Park's final trailer, which I am so excited for Jurassic Park. Like I want to see it so bad. So yeah, those both dropped. Check those out, man. And I think it's like, because I think we had a good conversation about Superman a while ago, and I think we're all gonna be really intrigued on what type of Superman storyline this is gonna be. But I think like with the James Gunn universe, because I was literally just watching Creature Commandos, and somebody had been told me to watch it, and how it's set up is so current that I feel like this Superman is gonna feed into that, and also the peace keep is it peacekeeper? Yeah,
Peacemaker.
Is it Peacemaker?
Yeah,
Peacemaker. Yep, sorry.
Peacemaker.
I know I have a brain fart, but yeah, Peacemaker season 2. I think all of these are going to lead to a really dope experience from DC. So yeah, those two, check those out. Now, it's also something that intrigued me. Tubi has an original movie coming out. Please Don't Feed the Children. I've never heard of this. Please Don't Feed the Children. Now, the title does not sound like the movie. Premise of the trailer, not to ruin it, but kids are basically being ostracized because a virus hits the world and it only affects the adults. So people just started saying that the kids were the reason for it in the first place. So they basically abandoned all these kids. And some lady, they all, it's a group of kids like on the railroad. They on the Underground Railroad. Go up to this house begging for help because one of the kids got shot. She lets them in, but then it turns into something completely different. So if you get a chance, go check that trailer out. It was actually, I think, released 2 days ago on like the IGN network, along with, which I shouldn't be giving this love, but I have to give it love because we spent this episode talking about nostalgia. The Toxic Avenger is being remade.
I'm excited for that.
I'm excited about that. I ain't gonna hold you.
Right, Peter Dinklage, Toxic Avenger.
Peter Dinklage, yeah, I'm excited. They doing the trailers are getting better and better.
I just didn't like it. I thought it was very campy. I thought it was very weird.
It is though,
compared to the original. I just didn't think that it fit. You know what I mean? Because to me, the Toxic Avenger was a bigger guy. But I do like the idea of the mop. Like it kind of reminds me of the toy of the cartoon. Of the TV show. So I do want to see that. But yeah, those are what I'm excited to see or what I've heard about. But what I've been watching. All right, so I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I found this weird show called The Swarm on HBO Max. Now it starts off slow, but it is so intriguing because I
heard great things about it,
bruh. There's a bacteria that hit. Now this is the thing too. So like, y'all know Patrick Cloud, right? He did like that Nat Geo series about like the ocean, how it's so many things in the ocean that can kill us, but we just be in there just playing.
Right.
Now this is the thing, bro. Imagine if like the ocean turned on humans. The capabilities of what could happen, right? Bro, this series is about that. And when I say the ocean, fam, like it's an episode on here. I think it's the second episode. It's a chef that goes to the ports, and I think they're in France, and he buys like 4 or 5 lobsters. Right, one of the lobsters.
Now look at this poster,
bro. Is when I tell you the whales in here make me never want to get on a boat again. Ever, I will never get on a boat ever again after watching this episode. But anywho, the lobster, bro, turns into a suicide bomber.
Oh my goodness.
It sprays a poison toxin into the kitchen staff, nigga, and kills people, bro. Instant Ebola. Like blood coming out the eyes, coughing it up. Ebola. Crazy, bro. And that's what threw me off because, like I said, at the beginning, it kind of starts off slow. They talk a lot. They do a lot of investigating on what's really going on because they're trying to take advantage of the ocean. And when the whales come, bro, like just imagine, you know how the whales do like the tricks where they jump in the air, and then like the big ass whales do it. It'd be like, that's crazy. Remember what was it? Yeah, the last year that guy, his son, were on a kayak and a whale jumped on them.
Oh yeah,
bro. Yeah. And
I can see that.
No, they follow it up, bro, with killer whales like dolphins, man. So they come and snatch you out the water, bro, and drag you to the bottom and drown you, bro. This is the most chaotic second episode I have ever seen.
So did the lobster? Like I'm still on the lobster.
Nigga,
did he spray this shit and leave? Like,
nigga, he sprayed. No. That's what made it even more epic.
Like, did he climb out of his whatever? Like, kill these niggas? I gotta get the fact back to the water.
No, bro. This would make it so epic. So he taking the lobsters out the box and he kills the one. Right? You know how the chefs do it? They just stab it in the head. So it makes the little noise, the screech. And like you can tell because the next lobster, when he pulls it out, it's leaking. So then like the chef look at it like, oh, is this one, is it spoiled? So he flips it over and the thing, bro, like waits till the guy gets close and then he sprays him. So then, the guy like, oh man, this lobster's bad. Get rid of it. Bro, they track it through the whole kitchen, take it to the disposal. The chick puts it down the drain with water, and it's just oozing this poison, fam. Throughout the whole episode, people just dying left and right.
Damn, lobsters
never
eat
lobster. He had to die. Lobster's like, I gotta die for this, but I'm about to take all y'all with me.
I'm taking all y'all with me, bro. And it's like I said, it's only the second episode, so I think it's I don't know how many seasons, but I'm trying to get caught up on that.
Yeah, I didn't know lobster spray either. Like that threw me for.
Nigga, I didn't know it either. Like
that's crazy.
But yeah, fam.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get it. Wait. That was movie round. I don't know. We gotta get some time. I don't know where that was movie round with King, and then wrestling recap with. I don't know. We gotta get some names for these segments. So that's the next thing we're gonna figure out. We're gonna figure out names for these segments.
Time with Trip.
Huh?
Turnbuckle time with Trip.
Turnbuckle time with Trip.
And mine is already movie time, so yeah.
Oh yeah, right. All right. So let's get into some recommendations. So this is gonna. I'm trying to think because, like I said, I haven't really been watching much of anything. I've been catching up on Andor. I realized I was so far behind on Andor, so I do apologize. As the Star Wars fanatic, I was like, man,
great.
I know. I said I've been tapped out of the the Star Wars world. So like I said, Andor has been really, really dope. I'm trying to think. What did I just wrap up? I just wrapped up something that I was watching. I don't know. I haven't been doing much, man. I've been playing GTA. Been listening music suggestions. Listen to that Clips album.
Yeah, definitely get to that.
Listen, get to that Clips album. But yeah, I don't have much. I haven't been doing much, man. I've been watching old school hood movies. You know what I'm saying? I just finished watching Trippin' again. If you haven't watched Trippin' in a while, rewatch Trippin'. Trippin's a good time.
We got it.
But yeah, I mean,
Hatred of the White Devil and Volleyball. That's one thing I think. That's one thing I think every time I think about that movie. We got hatred for the White Devil, and there's hatred for the White Devil.
Hatred for the White Devil and volleyball. You know what's funny about Trippin'? It's the small moments, like when he be like daydreaming. There was one moment he was daydreaming like he was the Terminator, and then he walked in there. And he was like, all ugly motherfuckers get out. And the old dude was like, oh, all right, time for me to get up out of here.
I wonder what happened to dude.
I don't know. And then like even when it was roasting, old boy with the legs, he was roasting Guy Tori. He was like, I know why your oil light came on, nigga. He said, because every time your black ass get out the car, he's like, I know why your car won't work, nigga. Because every time your black ass get out the car, the oil light come on, nigga. And then you know what's funny? I realized in the 90s, they did not know what to do with Anthony Anderson. Because Anthony Anderson being
everything.
Yeah, he didn't
Anthony Anderson being the goon in this movie. Being the goon in this movie, and like it wasn't like even though it was a comedy, it wasn't like how he was in Malibu's Most Wanted, where they was playing a goon. He was actually a goon. They were just like the bumbling goon. I was like, Anthony Anderson was like, Boom.
Nigga, remember he was the bumbling goon in Romeo Must Die.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
You ever have a man with a gap in his teeth? Look at that.
They know what to do with Anthony Anderson, but yeah, Tripping is a good time. Go back and watch Tripping, man. I've been on this wave of watching old school hood movies and shit like that, or just comedies and everything like that. So yeah, so those are my recommendations.
I can go next. I'm gonna recommend watching Samurai Troopers, just because they have a sequel anime coming out soon. The original Samurai Troopers was great. I am really excited that the sequel anime is coming. It's all on Crunchyroll, but it's literally going to be a continuation. So you kind of need to know that lore in order to watch this one.
Mm-hmm.
Mine gonna be. I already said it earlier because like I said, I'm caught up. So please, if you haven't watched it yet, Black Butler, please continue watching Black Butler or start watching it. It's in season 4 now. I have dog. That show is so great. That show is really. It's like Sherlock Holmes, but Watson is a demon. You know what I'm saying? Like all they do is solve. Like they just solve every season like a case that they're solving. But he just have a demon for a butler, and this nigga they outrageous. Like I said, his cat, like the people, like he's the earl of the Phantom Hive estate, and so all his workers and everybody is all esteemed. They all quirky in their own way, but them niggas when it's time to kill shit, they own it. Like I feel like they need a live action of it, because I really would like to see a live action show of this. And it don't have to, the way they do the series, they always reference how they came to be in every season, so you can really watch any season, because like I said, each season is just a case. So you'll see it's like and it's like 10 episodes or whatever for the case. Right. So to season 4, it's like I would be done with it, but I'm not finna watch the last 2 episodes. And King, we talked about this too. We were talking about animes that are actually good, like dubbed or sub or whatever. Like
that's a difference.
Black Butler dub is it's the best it's best ever watched like that. Like the voice cast and everything that they use is like it's perfect for everybody in the show. So it's like I like that's what I'm saying. I could be done with the episode with the season, but the last 2 episodes ain't dubbed yet, so I ain't watching them until they dub. Like I'm not watching until they dub. You know what I'm saying? And then my second one, which I've been excited about for everybody for it to come out too, is Rematch. It's now finally on Xbox. I think it's on PlayStation and everything too, which is a 5v5. It was actually a 3, 4, or 5v5 soccer game. And I never played none of the FIFA games, nothing like that. So I don't know how similar it may be as far as like gameplay or whatever. But this game to me it's definitely has this difficulty curve. I think also because I haven't played a sport game in forever. Like I haven't been in 2K, I haven't been in nothing for so long. So just to play something actually competitive, that I feel like I'm still crossing niggas. Like it got crossover moves. You can do all the butterfly kicks. Like it's amazing, and it's like, so I'm really trying to get everybody on there because we need Blacklock on Rematch. I need my squad together. Blacklock, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're not Blue Lock. We Blacklock. You know what I'm saying? Like, not Blue Lock, bro. We Blacklock. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Rematch is dope though. Like I'm trying. Like I really want to get all this on there. I don't know if it's. I think the only thing that's fucked up, but I think it's not crossplay yet. It was supposed to. They was working on it to come out. They're working on it to come out, but it hasn't came out yet. They said it's gonna pretty much come out on the updates.
Yeah, it doesn't have crossplay right now.
All right, Trip.
Well, I ain't been watching too much new shit right now. I just been rewatching Stranger Things, consuming wrestling. But I have been listening to this new band. They're called The Paradox. It's like a emo rock, but they're all black.
That's the black guys.
Yeah,
black guys.
Yeah,
they go.
I fuck with them. I fuck with them tough. I think they're from like Atlanta or something. But it's dope seeing us in different spaces, right? You know what I mean? And especially in a music scene that's not typically, you don't typically see black faces in. So for them to be doing a thing like that and in that genre, I'm really liking what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm. And the King, I know you said what you was watching, but is there anything else you want to recommend before we get out of here?
So I'm gonna recommend.
I never watched Real Fear.
Yeah, I'm gonna recommend Fire Force.
Yeah, that shit.
Fire Force
That
is
shit
definitely,
crazy.
it's definitely
Crazy.
getting to the giddy. You know what I'm
That
saying?
shit bananas.
And to me, I feel like it's also right now at a point where if you aren't watching, you haven't watched, or you still on at the first season, getting caught up now would make so much more sense because you definitely get into the meat and potatoes.
Well, yeah, now you got until January before the next episode, so
right. Mm-hmm. But that, and like I said, I was watching Creature Commandos, which I gotta say, I was recommended to watch it a long time ago, but I just didn't because I wasn't really on it at that time. And it really made me feel something about Weasel, man, that I feel bad because I've been slandering Weasel for years, fam. Like every time that I've seen Weasel,
that bad, man.
Bro, Weasel's a great dude, fam. Like
they had to give him the episode to be like, okay, this nigga got a heart.
Bro, the prejudice of this world that you see a 6 foot tall Weasel and you immediately, it's like Weasel's a black man. You know what I'm saying?
Old
like
girl
that's
was
what made me
trying to
feel
fight for him, though. Old girl was trying to fight for him.
And then she got one.
He had a lawyer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah. He do got a lawyer. But look, he John Doe. He's a black man, bro. Unjustly,
right.
He's a country black man, unjustly put in jail, and he can't speak for himself. That's just how I felt. And it was, it was shocking to see how they played it out. And I appreciate James Gunn for, I guess, giving us that backstory because they really set him out to be the worst character in DC, fam. Like killing 27 children is wild, bro.
It is.
But the fact that you was really trying to save them, dog. Just they're your friends, and you know what I mean.
Right.
The old bumpkin niggas saw you with them and killed them or got them killed is crazy. So yeah, go. That's my recommendation, man. If you haven't watched Creature Commandos, it is a good watch, definitely good. And it leads to Peacemaker season 2 because characterizations are in the same. It's dope, bro. They even got Peacemaker in it. He dead, but they got him in it. So I enjoy that scene. I enjoy what James Gunn is doing right now.
All right, well then let's go. OG recommendation, and make sure you go to geeksetpodcast.com and get you some merch. I know Picardi working on that merch store. So man, let's hear. Y'all heard us talk about it, how Juneteenth, man. Like I said, people loving the work that Picardi putting out there. You too can be draped out in some geek merch, man. Do what you love what you do. We got the Love Wins collection, I think, still out there. We just got a whole lot of stuff, man. Go ahead. Get your shop on, man. Definitely go on there. Make sure you follow everybody's individual social media. We are in our content creation phase. Like, everybody is out here working. Everybody's out here putting out stuff. So if you know what I'm saying, you want to see more gaming and more of this, you know what I'm saying, indie reviews of indie games and things like that, make sure you follow Dig. Make sure you follow Bacardi. If you want to hear more wrestling hot takes and everything, and want to talk more things about wrestling, make sure you follow Trip. You want to, you know what I'm saying, get into your movie bag, you know what I'm saying, deep dive into some movies, hear some dope reviews. Make sure you follow King. I just float. Yeah, like I said, y'all know I'll be all over the place and everything like that. So you can follow me. Or follow, like I said, the Geekset Podcast page at Geekset Podcast everywhere. Make sure you join our Patreon, patreon.com/Geekset. One of the best ways to support us. We're going to try to get more active in our Discord. We've been talking about it all week. How it was like our Discord. It was, you know what I'm saying, we got a good bunch of people in there. There's a whole bunch of dope people talking dope shit. We want to get that thing back active. So join our Discord, our free to join Discord. And y'all, you know what I'm saying, jump in there as well, you know what I'm saying? And then, shout out to the live chat, man. Shout out to LaCheesy. Shout out to Snacks. Shout out to Irita. Who else popped up here? Shout out to Bold. You know what I'm saying? We had a good bunch of people that popped up in here, man. Shout out to everybody that joined. Shout out to Swiper, you know what I'm saying, showing up as always, man. Shout out to everybody that joined in the chat. And also, man, if you are watching, if you're one of our silent supporters, man, join the chat, man. Like I said, we don't bite. We want to invoke this. We want to enrich this community. So we need more people to be joining into these conversations. As you see, we do talk to the chat. So we would love for you guys to be a part of this experience. But as always, this is the only podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together. And we are out. Peace. The one thing that I absolutely love about the culture is that it's still embedded in Black culture.
White geeks still rock Dunks or Jordans, and they also talk about Batman versus Superman. Batman and versus Superman is literally Brown versus Jordan.
Dragon Ball Z That, like, my whole trajectory in life changed. Don't nobody talk to me. My shit is on.
We just finna experience it. It look like it's gonna be real deep.
Oh my God, this is crazy! The elevation from where King Vader started to now is fucking crazy.
Black geek culture helped me through some of the highs in my life, through some of the lows in my life. It's always been there, sort of like an undercurrent to everything that I did.
There was no term for it. It was just, this is what I'm doing.
I love us in it. I love the fact that we take things and we always make it better.